Please remember to wrangle responsibly.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Greetings, universe! My name is Orbital Bacon, and I am certified G1, and a real freaking prime. Welcome to another live stream. It's Friday, the end of the week. That means if you're here, you are indeed made of sterner stuff. Booga booga and wooga wooga, bim bams and flum bums. What's going on? Welcome back to another sterner stuff. Tonight we dine on turtle soup. Let's go. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys are doing well. Had a good week. It's the weekend now. It's time to kick back, relax with the best community on YouTube, the Baconeers, the Baconettes, the Bim Bams, the Flum Bums. We're going to kick back, relax, and just have a few laughs. You know, it's a good way to kick off the weekend. It's October now.
Now say, All Hail The Baroness!
Starting off the first spooky sternum stuff with Baroness. Because she's both a trick and treat.
Well, I don't know if she would appreciate that.
I just wanted to say. Oh, you didn't know? Your Pontsu better call somebody waifu. Booga booga wooga wooga.
Thank you, Richard Who, for ticket to ride on the Booga train. And thank you, Maverick Cat, hailing the Baroness right there. She's definitely a treat. I don't know, maybe tricked because she likes to do disguises?
Next Friday, I celebrate getting a little more grayer. Hi. Fucking. You're.
Hi, fucking yeah! Loki Thorson, sounds like you got a birthday next week. Okay, so we'll be celebrating Loki Thorson's birthday next Stern Stuff. Let's go. T-Bone Tony with a visit from the Gyat Fairy. Let's go.
Around the bedrooms of many Baconeers. Waifu posters on their walls, booga wooga waifu figures. Waifus in stables, cartoons and games. At night they have wrangle waifu dreams. For Baconeers, one thing is true. Waifus are forever. This is SMW.
That's right, buddy.
Time to kick back and relax.
Shantae is excited about spooky season.
Yeah, she is. You know, Roddy Tops, it's basically spooky season 365 for Roddy Tops, but Shantae enjoys a little Halloween fun as well. We're definitely going to be seeing both of those waifus this month. We've got the costume, the masquerade, whatever you want to call it. We've got a big event coming up at the end of the month.
Say, All Hail The Baroness!
She blinded me with waifus. Waifus.
She blinded me with waifus. That's right. Thank you, Duo Maxwell. Hailing the Baroness once again. Yeah, Baroness, she does a lot of disguises and stuff. So maybe that's the trick part is, you know, a lot of disguises. But that would make sense. You know, she works for Halloween. Okay. She's always, you know, dressed up as something. And definitely a treat, no matter what. Baroness is always a treat, so that's good. So yeah, thank you. And like Sky said in that Shantae pop-up, it's time to kick back and relax. That's right. We've made it through yet another week. We are into spooky season officially. We kicked it off on channel surfing. That was October 1st. Pretty crazy. You know, I realized that both the beginning and end of the month fall on a stream day. So we had October 1st with channel surfing kicking off spooky season, okay? And then Friday is October 31st. Halloween is on a sterner stuff. So we're going to do something special on that one in particular, okay? We're going to do something really special on that one. It's going to be a good time. So hopefully you guys are all doing well. Hopefully you had a good week. If you didn't, well, the week is over now. Can't hurt you anymore. But hopefully you're ready to enjoy the company of the Baconeers as we have a few laughs here. We're going to be A-logging some cartoons, going over the latest memes for these decades-old cartoons. T-Bone's got another visit from the Gyat Fairy for us.
SMW, SMW, Diana, Jenna, Sprite, Krista. SMW, SMW, Cleo, Minerva, Lola, Crystal. Now Bacon, you make the call. Last week, the greatest of them all.
Oh, I gotta choose?
Thunder!
Uh-oh. Is Chitara gonna pass the stealth check?
Big Pimpin, coming in with the big pimp hand.
Let's go. How did Chitara pass the stealth check? That should be impossible. Oh, man, what's going on here? Thank you, Chester Stevens. Massive support right out of the gate from the Baconeers. You guys are being insanely generous tonight. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Right out of the gate, let's go. Let's go. We're fueling up the perpetual waifu machine. The waifus go whack for the stack. And just like I was saying, we're going to be A-logging some cartoons. We're also going to be wrangling some waifus, okay? We got the waifu roundup coming up. That's everybody's favorite segment of the week. And we're going to be starting off just as promised with some waifus in costumes. And then as we get near the end of the month, we're going to be seeing the masquerade ball.
She binded me for compliance.
Oh no, Bloodwork, what happened?
Booga booga booga!
Well, I'll be. She passed. I guess 2010 Chitara is just too fast.
You know what, Maverick Cat? That's what we'll chalk it up to. You know what? You make a good point, man. That's what it is. It's not a lack of thickness. If you've seen the series, especially if you were there for the watch party we did a month or so back in OBTV, then you know it's not any sort of lack of thickness. She passed that stealth check, but she is fast. She is fast, okay? Probably one of the fastest waifus. So that's, snuck by barely. Hopefully next time she won't, because we like that pop-up. I don't want to miss it. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a masquerade ball at the end of the month, and it's brought to you by Master Krakken. Okay, the masquerade ball. We've actually done this. This will be the 3rd year in a row. We've done this the past 2 Halloweens. It started 2 years ago. Well, 3 years now. Whoa, Crossfire's got a visit from the Gyat Fairy. Let's go.
Friday night is here again. Question for the Bacon Man: with all the activity in the VTuber area of YouTube the past few months, would you ever invite one on as a guest? If you did, we would be respectful.
Yeah, oh shit, Wiz, let's go. What a base dono.
A happy moment.
Science is optional. Waifus are inevitable.
That's right. How did Godzilla pass the stealth check? He's okay. Chitara, okay, she's got super speed. We'll let that one fly. But Godzilla's slow and he's got thunder thighs, okay? Like, how did Godzilla pass the stealth check? OBS, what are you doing to me here? What are you doing? I mean, Godzilla's not really a waifu, so it doesn't matter, but it is kind of funny. We heard him dancing. We heard him stomping around. It was a happy moment. I don't know how he passed the stealth check, though. That's pretty wild. Thank you, Wiz. Base Dono there, too. Taking back Stream Boss. Now, here's the real stealth check.
Let's calibrate the ass monitor.
Uh-oh. Okay, there it is. Cake detected. Had me worried there. All these other ones are messing up, man. It had me worried, okay? T-Bone's got another one for us.
She-Ra dives into Cat-Ra battleships. Wrangle her cake, she smashes you with her hips. Her team of waifus, YAMS so many around. Her battle cry, thunders the ground. ICH bin Shiare She-Ra, Zuxas so high. SMW, when waifu leaps from the sky.
Kitty's got to figure out how to read that, but it's Ikben Shira, not. And then did he say SHE Ra? Kitty, you're zooking out, buddy. You're zooking out. You got to figure out how to read these super chats better. It's Ikben Shira, and it's SM Dub. He keeps saying SMW, all proper like. I know he's all dressed up. He's got his little tuxedo on. But come on, Kitty, man, come on. Maybe if you typed SM and then DUB, like dub, SM Dub, SM Dub. Maybe he'll get it right then. I don't know. I'm thinking it's the capital letters throwing him off, but yeah, he's got to figure it out. Kitty, you got to figure it out, bud. But thank you, though. Thank you, T-Bone Tony, man. Really appreciate that. There's people in there, okay? The waifu bomb, referencing the waifu bomb there. There's people in there.
Yes! Yes!
There we go. Blood work with the 10 big Bison Bucks.
Ikben Shira.
There, he got it. Ikben Shira. Let's go. He figured it out. See, sometimes you just got to trick Kitty. He's on the Zook, okay? He's zooking out.
No, man, he's just zooking out. He'll be okay.
Yeah, he'll be all right. He'll be all right. You just got to trick him sometimes. You got to get clever with how you spell those. Make him read them properly, okay? Like, what was it, Elvira? I think it was Elvira. Was it on channel surfing or was it last week? Whenever it was. And somebody had to, like, space it out and put an extra E in there. Otherwise, he would have said Elvira. So yeah, Kitty's he likes to pronounce things. I thought I had the unintentional running gag of mispronouncing names. Maybe it's just with names. Kitty's just zooking out. You never know. You never know when he's just going to say something weird, like pronounce it completely out of nowhere in a different way. He's keeping us on our toes. You know what I mean? He's keeping us on our toes. So thank you guys, though. Big support right out of the gate. Love it. Love you guys. You guys are the best. And it's good. It's actually really good that we're fueling up the perpetual waifu machine, because not only do the waifus go whack for the stack, but as I was mentioning, we're doing the Halloween Masquerade, 3rd year in a row. It all began with the first artist, the #1 artist, Master Krakken, okay? We started the Halloween Masquerade 3 years ago. We had a costume contest. We did another one last year. Oh, look at that.
Very moist. Very wet.
She popped
now
right up.
The super stealth check.
Dude, Ranma, she popped right up, buddy. Not even a little hesitation, not even a little glitch there. Just bam, right there. Failed the stealth check, as it should be, as nature intended. Okay, as nature intended. That's right. Thank you, Ron McChaos. Yeah, that was the super stealth check. That's the one. It's really weird. It's different every week. Sometimes that one doesn't work.
Giddy up papa momo.
Papa mao mao, Papa mao mao. Let's go. I don't think there's any way to trick Kitty into reading that one correctly. He's just gonna kind of blaze right through it. Papa mao mao boo, whatever. What did he say? He's like papa mao mo. That's what he said. Papa mo. Papa mao mao, Papa mao mao. I knew what you were trying to get there. I knew what you were doing. Thank you, Wiz. Appreciate it, man. Hell yeah. Oh shit, T-Bone with another one. Hell yeah, let's fucking go.
SMW.
I'm gonna say it right for him.
Baroness K Yuri. SMW. Zelda, Lana, Serena, Lucy. Now Bacon, you make the call. Last week, the greatest of them all? Ik ben Shira. No, there's people in there. Shira smashed Cat Ra, just like a waifu Monday.
Waifu Monday? Okay, Kitty, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? You didn't put Monday at all. It says Waifu Monday? What the? Is that what happens? Is that what Mondays are now? Is it just, I guess, I mean, Raw was on Monday. I think it still is. Monday has always been Monday Nitro when WCW was still around. Monday has always been a wrestling day. So maybe he's playing 4D chess with us. You know what? I think Kitty's playing 4D chess with us. Not only is he zooking out, but he's thinking like 3 steps ahead. He's like, well, wait, out here, check this out. I'm going to do a deep cut reference.
Yoshi, come over here, big boy.
Kitty has problems with pronouncing certain things cause most of the time he's zooked. But you just need to be creative. For example, whale oil beef hooked.
We're triplets.
What?
Triplets?
Fever.
Reluctant with triplets fever. No message. Just wanted to have a little triplets fever right there. Fucking based. Let's go. Taverns Pull, are you on the Zook? Whale oil beef hooked? What the? What? Am I zooking? How much Zook is happening right now?
We like Zook, see?
I know. Look, I know we like Zook. Okay, yeah. See, I know we like the Zook. See, yeah. But Kitty's on the Zook. I think Taverns Pull might be on the Zook. I might be. I don't even know. Will be fooked. What is that? Is that what it's meant to be? He says, "Say it fast." Whale oil be fooked. Oh, we'll all be fucked. Whale oil be fooked. It's like some weird accent. I don't even know. It's some weird accent. Did I get that right? I don't know. The Zook is overflowing right now. I have no idea. I don't even know what's happening anymore, guys. So yeah, thank you guys. I'm cracking. I'm like, what's going on? Well, is it I'll be? Is it? I don't know. I have no idea. But thank you anyway. Appreciate it. So yeah, we're going to have plenty. It looks like if this is anything to go by, looks like we're going to have plenty of waifus for the costume contest at the end of the month. Brought to you by the #1 all-star artist, Master Krakken, and supporters like you. Okay, we got supporters like you making it happen. Okay, making it happen. So yeah, we're going to have a good time. It's going to be a great month.
Leave it to me. SM dub. SM dub. SM dub.
There he goes. See, sometimes you just got to trick him. There you go. SM dub. SM dub. There you go. Now, see, we got it, Kitty. We got you figured out, at least part of the way. I don't know. You still threw a curveball with the Waifu Monday. But, I mean, it was the Waifu Bomb. There's people in there. It's a wrestling reference. And wrestling is, Monday night. That's kind of a wrestling night. So, I think I see what you're doing, Kitty. I think I see. But still, he's keeping us guessing. He's keeping us guessing. Neo007 says, is Demona going to be in the contest? Probably. We're going to see waifus all month long, leading up to October 31st. Halloween is on a Friday night, so we'll be doing a Sterner Stuff that night, and that will be the official costume contest, the Halloween masquerade, the masquerade ball, okay? And we're going to go through and vote on all the waifus that we unlock throughout the month. So luckily, we're still really early in. It's only the 3rd. October 1st was Wednesday. We kicked it off with channel surfing, and you guys were already sending in some really good ideas for waifus dressed as certain other waifus, like really good ideas. Even if you didn't get specific, like, oh, I want this particular, but you would say, we need somebody dressed as Trash from Return of the Living Dead, for instance. That was a really good one. I haven't forgotten it, in fact, because I was like, that's a good suggestion.
Booga booga booga!
This stream may get out of control, but the Baconeers will never lose their cool, and will always wrangle those waifus.
That's right, Reverb 154. We might zook out a little bit, go a little crazy, stream might get a little out of control, but it's all in fun, and we're always going to keep our eyes on the prize, and that's the waifu thighs. All right, so yeah, let's go. We got to wrangle them up, okay? Get them wrangled and tangled, all right? We got to wrangle them up. Get them all unlocked for the big costume contest at the end of the month, man. It's going to be great. So yeah, all throughout the month, every Sterner Stuff leading up to Halloween, we're going to be featuring waifus in costumes, mostly dressed as other waifus, but you never know. We might just have some random stuff, like maybe a monster or, a famous slasher villain like Freddy Krueger or Jason Voorhees. We might mix it up a little bit in there. Maybe a little Frankenstein action. I could see Roddy Tops pulling off a good Frankenstein outfit, right? She's already got some of the little bolts on her, and, she's green. So that might work. So yeah, we're going to see all sorts of stuff throughout the month. And then on the Halloween edition of Sterner Stuff, you guys will vote on it. We'll have an actual contest where you guys are going to vote on the winner. T-Bone Tony with another visit from the Gyat Fairy. Let's go.
Kitty zooking out. Waifu mon, or I should have said, waifu mom. Just like a waifu mom.
Oh, okay. Well, it said it that time. It said Waifumon, or should it not? What, Kitty? What the? You're not even sticking to your own rules here. He's just switching it up on us. He read it right that time. He didn't say Waifu Monday. I have no idea, man. Kitty's zooming out like hardcore. He's like more excited for Halloween than we are. Okay, I thought we were the ones zooking out for Halloween. Kitty's like, oh, stand aside. You guys are rookies, okay? Kitty's over here like, you guys are rookies. I'm the Halloween master. I'm zooking out. I'm reading all your super chats just any way I feel like doing it. Yeah, he's going crazy, man. I have no idea. Yeah, he's adapting. Exactly, Ricardo. He's adapting. He's learning. He's like the Borg. I don't even know anymore, man. It's pretty crazy. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun fun month, though. I'm looking forward to it. We're still very early on in the month. First Sterner stuff of October right here. We got a good waifu roundup lined up for you guys, and it looks like we're going to be unlocking quite a few because we've been getting massive support from the Baconeers already. So it looks like we'll be unlocking some tonight. And then going forward, you're going to see a lot more, especially from Master Krakken. This is like his speciality, okay? It's his speciality. So he's going to be doing a whole bunch of waifu costumes all month long, and all the ones we unlock will be lined up at the end. You guys vote on them, and the winners are going to get additional special pinups because we'll have like kind of a reward ceremony. So they'll get additional ones there.
Magnificent! Look at the size of that thing!
This MF got into the catnip again.
Yeah, he did.
Quick, Kenzo, while he's distracted, get Nocturna to the chopper.
Hey, Loki Thorson, whose side are you on? Whose side are you on? What the hell? He's trying to whisk Nocturna away. We're going to see her in the lineup. Maybe not tonight, but she'll be in this month. I think Neo asked about Demona. I'm sure we'll see her. We're going to see all the top waifus, all the number one. I mean, how many number ones can you have? That's kind of a... doesn't really make sense. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like everybody's favorite waifus from the channel, from just nostalgia in general. We're going to try to get as many of them in there as possible, from Saturday morning cartoons, anime, whatever it might be. You guys are welcome to send in ideas if you want to send them in via super chat or when we're doing channel surfing, because that's Halloween themed all month long. So if you've got costume ideas and you want to send a clip and say, hey, we need a waifu dressed as this right here, and send the clip in on channel surfing, whatever you got, just keep them coming.
These waifus, were they ethically sourced?
Yes, Wiz, they were. They were everything. All waifus are, no waifus were harmed in the making of this live stream, okay? They're all ethically sourced, ethically wrangled, and tangled, okay? Thank you so much, man. All right, well, let's get into it, because I'm already zooking out. Kitty's zooking out. I think you guys are as well. We're having like way too much fun here.
At this rate, the SMW battle is going to be Orbital versus Kenzo, Nocturne and Knockout 25.
It's going to be a Nocturna on a pole match.
Arthur's fork's sake, Eek Binchira, Princess of J-Law.
Let's go. Thank you, Zentron. Oh, man, you guys are getting really clever with these. First, what did it say? Arthur's fork's sake? Oh, for fuck's sake. Thank you, man. You guys are getting clever. But yeah, Maverick Cat, I think it's going to have to be, a Vince Russo style Nocturna on a pole match, or maybe she can be on a forklift like Buff Bagwell's mom. You know, you guys remember that when Buff Bagwell's mom was on a forklift? Vince Russo just running wild, doing like whatever the fuck he wanted with the booking. So yeah, we might have to do that. Nocturna on a forklift match. We're gonna make it happen. Book it, okay? Book it for Halloween Havoc. All right, let's go. Get her in my stable. Holy shit. Apparently it's going to be like a triple threat, or maybe it's going to be a handicap match, because sounds like Loki Thorson's trying to back him up there. It's 2 against 1. That's okay. I'll face any odds. It's for Nocturna. She's worth it. All right, but let's get into it before I get too carried away, because we're having way too much fun already. I love it, man. This is the best way to kick off the weekend, man. I'm already laughing so much. I'm like, how am I going to make it through? I'm going to run out of breath here. But let's say hi to the folks that we got in the chat. I see a lot of familiar faces in there. Some new faces as well. Hopefully you guys will stick around and become familiar faces. Those familiar faces, though, they already know what to do, because look at it already happening. But if you're new here, I'll let you know what to do. You just gotta put that bacon in the sky. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Hopefully you're doing well, okay? Hopefully you've had a good week. and at the very least are ready to have a good weekend, even if your week was kind of crappy. It's all good. It's behind us now. It's done. It's over. So let's enjoy the weekend. Who do we got in here? I see Bloodwork for crying in the mud, Bobby. Everybody run. It's Bloodwork. We got Kenzo's Creations. There he is, my eternal rival right there. Let's do this. Zoomerangs to the death. Let's go. We've got the Curious World of Mr. Ray. What's going on, buddy? We got Duo Maxwell. Hellspawn Leviathan, hail brother, what's up? We got Hugh Scanlon, T-Bone Tony, T-Bone, the Bard, what's up, man? We got Tim J, hail brother, Ron McChaos, hail. We got Zahira Smith, howdy, what's up? We got Ronald Neal, Isaac Nieder is in here. What's going on? Says, anyone thinking the gunsmith cats in the uniforms from the Desert Rove over you? That's not a bad idea right there. Although I do already have Rowley in the lineup, so might have to double up on that. That's okay. No rules against that. We got Al Slayer in here. What's up, man? We got Matthew Skudzinski. Hiya, Georgie. We got Zentron. What's up, Zentron? No Name OVA. And his name is actually spelled normal this time. Let's fucking go. Philip Fabian is in here. What's up, man? We got Maverick Cat. Saint Adam. Hail, brother. What's going on? We got 44 Lowbrow. Kakarot. What's going on, man? Hunter Batista is in here. We got Taverns Pole. Hail, brother. What's up? Vixen 4327. We got Rob TV. Tonight we dine on bacon soup. That actually sounds pretty good. Bacon soup, is that a thing? If it's not, it needs to be. We got Neo 007, Tomatoes, Killer Tomatoes, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. What's going on? Let's see who else. We got Reverb 154. What's up, buddy? Michael Russum is in here. Hopefully you're doing well, man. Good to see you. Let's see. We've got Batwa and Clover with all that bacon flying up in the sky. We got Ambient Expanse. Good to see you as well. Hell yeah. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Good to see you guys here. Jason Long is here. Brother. We got Rex Rude 99. Brother. What's going on? Chester Stevens is here. We got War Wicked 27. What's up, buddy? Toonhole John is here right now. We got Vent Light just says bacon.
Place. Time to kick back and relax.
Shantae wants bacon soup.
Oh, does she want to dine on the bacon soup? I'll allow it. Let's go. We got Richard Hooper for bacon. What's going on, man? We got Ricardo Weber. Reluctant is in here. C. Reed in parentheses. Roach Spirit 420. Love the Shredman costume. Thank you. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm gonna be in costume. I say me. It's the Baconator. It could be anybody behind the mask. Who's the man behind the mask, okay? Who is it? Could be anybody. But yeah, we got Shredder tonight. We'll have a different one each week. This one's courtesy of Master Godai. He does really good. Shout out to Master Godai, who I think I saw in the chat earlier, another official artist on the station. We got Leave Me Alone, Please No. What's going on? Impu T is in here. Tweeties 6545. Little Retsy, what's going on? We got our token robot. It's a good thing, you know. We need that. That's the kind of diversity I like. Just some robots. That's it. That's what makes it our token robot. Now we're diverse. Thank you. Prince of the Abyss says we all go a little mad someday. Hey, we're all mad here, right? Is that the Cheshire Cat? We're all mad here. Thank you, Prince of the Abyss. Alchemy is in the chat. What's going on, man? We got the Harka 88. Hail, brother. We got Cruisin' PC Vet, Mr. 600. What's up, man? James D. Morris is here. What's going on?
Every time Kitty zooks, we get a bit creative until we get him right. SMW to J-Law, and if we need to, SMW and JLOL.
JLOL. Yeah, see, look, you can't even trick him sometimes. And he's always read Zook properly, but then he just said Zucks. Kitty, what are you doing? How much, I might have to sign you up for Zook rehab, okay? I'm starting to get a little worried about you there, Kitty. What the fuck? And he said J-Law fine, but then he's like JLOL. Who knows, man? Who knows? I don't think we're ever going to fully understand him, but that's okay.
You're really stacked, aren't you?
This one is for Kitty. So for King.
Sofa King Kitty. It's Sofa King Kitty. Let's go. Thank you, Wiz. That's a Stacked Catgirl. I'm sure Kitty appreciates that. Thank you so much, man. Gabriel Villegas, what's going on? We got Discovery Weekly, this good time bacon. That's what's up, man. Loki Thorson says, I'm not in the ring. I'm just the manager on the sidelines. Yeah. You're like Bobby the Brain Heaton over there. I know what's going on. We got Lynch85. Hail, brother. What's up? Adam for Christ is here. What's up, man? Wiss in the chat, of course, our stream boss right now with a very mighty health bar. We're going to shout you out real soon here. We got Ann Diddy. Cheers, buddy. Let's see who else. Global Friend. What's going on, Global Friend? Hell yeah. I like that. I like that name and that profile picture. Fucking based. All right, let's see who else we got in here. Did I miss anybody? Imputi, what's up? Let's see. I think I might have, it's skipping around on me because there's a lot of bacon up in the sky right now. It's all going up into orbit. That's where we want it. But let's see. I think I got everybody. I'm not sure. If I didn't, just put a little more bacon up there, even if you already have. Sometimes the chat just starts scrolling on its own. But yeah, thank you guys so much, man. Really good to see all of you. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Ready for a good show tonight? Okay, we got a good show tonight. We're going to go over some of the latest memes that I've cooked up for these decades-old cartoons. We got a Halloween-themed lineup for tomorrow, okay, all month long. We do it just like in the past couple of years. All month long, we do Halloween-themed Saturday morning lineups. This Saturday is no exception. In fact, we're kicking off Spooky Month, so I'm kind of front-loading it a little bit. We're going to hit the ground running, okay? All sorts of waifus and costumes stacked and packed wall to wall, like almost every episode. Almost. I think there might be like one that doesn't have a waifu in a costume, but every other one has waifus and costumes stacked and packed wall to wall, hitting the ground running. Maybe we can get some ideas too. You never know. Maybe we can get some ideas. But yeah, volume 121, the first of the Halloween editions of this month. And I think we're getting at least 4. I don't know. I think there's like 5 Wednesdays. We're going to have a lot of channel surfings this month because the first one was on the 1st. So we're actually going to get, I think, 5 channel surfings, all Halloween themed. And then we'll get at least 4 of the Saturday morning and Sterner stuff. Maybe 5 Sterner stuffs too. I'm not sure, man. I gotta go count. But that gives us plenty of time to get these costume waifus wrangled and tangled and ready for the masquerade ball, the costume contest at the end of the month. It's going to be a good time. So let's go ahead and get into it. We got all the segments here tonight. We're going to start with the Saturday morning preview. I'll go over just a few of the things. Really, I'm going to just show off a bunch of the costumes that you're going to see tomorrow. I think that's what we're all here for this month, right? So I'm going to show off some of those. Got a couple of memes cooked up for you as well. And then we got a couple of news and updates to go over. Another one bites the dust. That's all I'm really going to say about news and updates, but we'll get there. Kind of unfortunate, but that's okay. We're going to soldier on through. Don't even worry about that. Holy shit, Chester Stevens. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy, we're rocking out. Get those guitars up. We're fucking rocking out. Let's go. Holy shit. Chester Stevens with the massive $100 dono, and we're rocking all over. She's grinding on Tavern Pull and Michael Russell, Kakarot as well, cruising PC Vet and Elspah Leviathan, rocking all over the stage. She's grinding on the chat there. Let's go. Whoa, buddy. Holy shit, I'm rocking out. Yeah, grinding on Neo Double Second right there. Let's fucking go. Get on Token Robot.
I shall unleash my final attack, Ultra Pimp and Smackdown.
Holy shit. I should have hurried up and did the All Hail Chester Stevens while I had the chance, because now we've got a new stream boss with a mighty health bar right there. 121 hit points on that health bar. Whoa, buddy. Dude, thank you so much. Massive generosity, massive support from the Baconeers. Maybe a little bit of a stream boss battle. I don't know. Wiss might want, he's halfway there. You might want to come back and super kick you out of that chair. But in the meantime, that is a mighty health bar. So I think you're going to be holding on to that for a while. But we'll hail both, because Wiss was the first stream boss. He got the Rogue Moon. That's no moon. Or is it? Look at the size of that thing. Look at the size of that dono. Right before the stream started, and he held on to it for a while. So let's hail both of our stream bosses, Whis and now Chester Stevens. All hail. Let's get pizza rolls raining. We'll even get the waifu swanging 2 times. 2 times. Let's go.
I finally get a few days off, but when I come back, this happens. Oh, great. Shabaksa, you liar.
All hail Chester Stevens.
Whis, let's go. What is she saying? Who's the liar? Because she's looking back at her cake and she's like, you liar. She trying to say the cake is a lie? You can't hide that she's not passing a stealth check anytime soon. She can barely fit through the hatch there. That's not a lie. You can't hide that. You can't deny that. Yeah, there's way too much cake to deny it. The cake's not a lie there. But thank you, Whis, man. Really appreciate that. Hell yeah. We got 2 big stream bosses right now battling it out. Okay, just like me and Kenzo are. Zoomerangs. I might have to keep an eye out for Loki Thorson, though, on the side of the ring. He's just a manager, but he might try to interfere with the match. Okay, so I'm keeping an eye out, all right? So, yeah, we're going to go through the Saturday morning preview. We got the news and updates. And then, of course, at the end of the show, we got everybody's favorite segment of the week, the Waifu Roundup. And all month long, they will be sporting some cool costumes for you guys. I think you're going to enjoy this. We've got a bunch of different artists tonight. We've got Master Krakken, Master Godai. We've got a couple guest spots from Odacat, and I believe Ace of Spades is in there, I think. We might have all the artists. Everybody's here. Everybody's here. But it's definitely going forward, though, because I gave Master Krakken a really big list last week. He's still working on it. So next week, it's going to be kind of like overload. It's going to be like pure Krakken for the rest of the month. But that's only fair. We basically started this whole waifu costume contest. Me and Krakken did. So he's going to be, kind of a main focus this month. But we'll have stuff from all the artists. I think you guys are really going to love it. So we'll get into that. But let's go ahead and start the show proper. I think that's enough hot dog and a grandstanding for me. I don't know. I was getting a little distracted because Kitty's zooking out so much. And you guys have been so generous. I mean, can you blame me? Like, getting a little distracted there, okay? Just a little bit. But let's go ahead and start the show proper here. Let's get into, well, I don't even know what's here. What do we got? Whoops. Okay. All right. We're just zooking out with the slides too. I don't even know what's going on anymore. So we've got the Saturday morning preview. Okay. Starting off with the Saturday morning preview. Tomorrow morning, it's volume 121, which is actually Chester Stevens' health bar right there. Did you do that on purpose? I don't know. Is that coincidence? How did you make that happen right there? But yeah, Chester Stevens with the 121 hit points there. That's the volume that we're on. We're on volume 121 tomorrow morning. Halloween edition, the first one of the year. First Halloween edition of 2025, volume 121, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the usual time. You guys know how it goes. And we've got a full 3-hour block. It's sort of like last week. It went over 3 hours by like 5 or 10 minutes. This one doesn't go over that much. It's literally like a minute, maybe 2 minutes over the 3-hour mark. So it's not going to keep you late this time, but we are going all the way 9 to noon, a couple minutes past noon, in fact, tomorrow morning, Eastern Standard Time. Looking forward to it because I think I speak for the chat. I'm pretty sure we all agree that, yeah, Halloween's a lot of fun. We dig spooky season, okay? We dig it. I should have put the Vincent Price on the soundboard. Can you dig it? Yeah, we dig it, okay? We dig the Halloween season, spooky month, all month long. We're going to be having fun. So tomorrow morning, we got a really good lineup. Now, it is a little bit of a remix because like I've had to do with some Saturday morning lineups in the past, some things have gotten taken down. Some recent shows have been blocked. I talked about it a couple weeks ago, how Action Man, of all things, is now blocked. It's now off the table. Luckily, I had only put it in like 3 different volumes, but one of those volumes just happened to have almost 500,000 views. It was like 430,000 views. Well, at that point, you can't edit anything. YouTube won't let you. Doesn't matter if it's a copyright thing or something's been blocked or whatever. Can't do it. Your only option is to basically delete it. So I have backed up everything on the video archive, which Coffee members have access to. See all those blue wrenches in the chat? Those are channel members over on Coffee, helping keeping the station in orbit while getting access to some exclusive perks. Exclusive. Okay. And one of those exclusive perks is the video archive where I back up everything that's ever been on the channel.
Choo, all aboard the BOOGA train, destination Gyat Yacht. It's time to party.
You know what? It is time. I failed to do that. The BOOGA train, we're going off the rails. We do need to get on board the Gyat Yacht. Thank you for reminding me, Zentron. Because I hear it coming down the line.
Is that the Chattanooga choo-choo?
The Chattanooga choo-choo.
29.
Always on
Or you
time.
can give me a shine.
And loaded up with pantsuit. Look at Kitty in the caboose there. Let's go. And you can take that all the way. Dockside service takes you all the way down to the dock so you can get on board. Baconeers and baconettes, bim bams and flum bums, one and all. It's time to set sail. Yeah, we're cruising off into the weekend. That's what I mean when I say it's time to kick back and relax. You're basically on a cruise tonight. We're cruising right on into the weekend. We're going to be having some laughs, just having some fun here. So get on board the Gyat Yacht, okay? Make sure you don't want it to leave without you. You don't want it to leave without you. So get on board. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. Zentron, appreciate it. So yeah, we're doing volume 121, little bit of a remix because, shows like Action Man have been taken down in the past and it affects some of the most, whoa! I'm getting mesmerized.
Darkness falls across the land, the midnight hour is close at hand, creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize your all's neighborhood, and whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down must stand and face the hounds of hell.
That's right.
I'm over this gay-ass soft corporate bullshit. We seriously need to completely ignore the cries and complaints of women. They mean nothing. Anyways, should I take the contracting job in Iraq? Also, hello.
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Stay out of the Middle East. And hello. Thank you. Commies are not people. Always comes in with the spiciest super chats, man. Crazy. And then we got Whis with that mesmerizing waifu dance right there as he perfectly quoted the Vincent Price monologue from Thriller. And I know that because we just went through the whole thing on channel surfing. It was like isolated out. There was no music or anything. You just heard Vincent Price, and they even had the would you say lyrics? I don't know, on the screen. So it was really easy to follow along. That's where I wanted to get that soundbite, the can you dig it? I want to get that from there too. So I'm going to add that to the soundboard. I'll have it by Wednesday for sure. But thank you, Whis, with that massive dono and taking over Stream Boss. I had a little bit of a feeling. That we were going to have a boss battle. I almost said waifu battle.
One ticket for the Gyat Yacht, please.
You got it, Rex Rude. You got it, man. Coming right up. Let's fucking go. Get on board, buddy. Get on board. Let's fucking go. Yeah, so we've got a Stream Boss battle. Waifu Mania. SM Dub. The Stream Bosses they're kind of like the managers. That's how I picture it. I picture like each of the waifus that are going down to the ring to actually, fight in the match. They've got the Baconeer, whichever one has them wrangled in their stable. They're like the manager, escorting them to the ring, right? And then probably doing a little match interference, making sure their favorite waifus win. And that's something that'll be a feature on the next Waifu Mania, which is going to be coming up soon. I know I kind of neglected it for a while there. I mentioned it like months and months ago, and then it fell by the wayside a little bit. A lot of other things were going on, but we're bringing it back. We're getting right back to it. The new and improved Waifu Mania coming very soon. And that's one of the features is interference. So not only will you guys be able to cheer on the waifu that you want to win, and there'll be different outcomes. You guys really do determine the outcome of the match, but there'll also be extra features that you can do to maybe throw a wrench in the works there, see what happens. Who knows? But one of those will be interference, okay? Baconeer interference. Who knows what's going to happen? It's going to be crazy. So good times. So yes, Whis has taken back over Stream Boss. Hail Whis with a mighty 127.43 hit points right there. We need more pizza rolls raining. We need the waifu swinging. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much, Wiz. Massive support from both you and Chester Stevens, man. What an epic boss battle. Holy shit. Holy shit. So we're going to do a little bit of a remix here because one of the Halloween editions, not because of Action Man, but because of the BKN saga. If you guys remember that, that was from, I want to say around May. It was like April or May. We were having technically our second BKN saga because the Lasso saga was the first. They were doing blocks and strikes and stuff on behalf of BKN, and then they left. They were out of the picture, and I thought the coast was clear. We were able to finish Roswell Conspiracies and re-upload Ultra Force and Sky Surfer Strike Force and all that fun stuff. And then BKN goes and sells their whole library to this other company who was just doing the striking on their own. They didn't even bring Lasso or anybody else into it. They just started going out on their own and just striking stuff down. That's why we lost Rinse Repeat, in fact. That second BKN saga, it expanded beyond just the Orbital station. It affected a bunch of channels. Would have affected more had I not given them a heads up. I tried to warn Rinse Repeat, but he gets so many comments on his videos. Mine, I think, just got buried in there, and I had no other way to really contact him. But luckily, some of the other channels... Whoa! Chester Stevens zooking out!
From Hell's Heart I stab at thee. Final pimp strike.
From Hell's Heart, I pimp slap at thee. Let's go. Chester Stevens, zook it out with a big dono right there. Zook it out like Conan, taking back Stream Boss with a massive health bar there. 171 hit points. That is a respectable, mighty health bar right there. Hail. Hail Chester Stevens. We need more pizza rolls raining. Stat. I need more pizza rolls stat. Get them raining. Get the waifu swanging. She's wrangled and dangled. Kitty's even getting in on the action because he's so zooked out tonight. Look at him go. Get her, Kitty. Let's fucking go.
This is for Mike Hunt, Bendover and all monikers.
You know what's crazy is there's a Mike Hunt. I have to make sure I enunciate that in the. I don't know if he's in the chat tonight, but he's like a semi-regular in the chat here. So when I first saw that, I thought, oh, were you just like sending in one for him, like a shout out? But then I saw the rest of it and I go, oh, okay, this is like we're like calling Moe's Bar. You know, we're doing like a Bart Simpson calling up Mo. You know, like thank you, Token Robot. Rocking out with Jubilee right there. Does a mall baby chili fries? I think so. Let's go. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. So, yeah, we're remixing a little bit because one of them that got taken down during the BKN saga was a Halloween edition. And it was a couple of months. I want to say maybe like 3 or 4 months because this one was at the tail end of last year. Now, at this point, it's been a year, you know, since it even premiered. And a few months after it premiered, it got taken down. So this whole time, it's just been in limbo. If you guys aren't a channel member and don't have access to the video archive, you had really no way of watching this if you did not catch the original premiere. And since that was a year ago, I figured, you know what? We've got enough new faces here.
Time to kick back and relax.
May thy pimp stick chip and shatter Chester Stevens.
May your pimp cane shatter.
Booga, booga, booga!
Here is a booga booga for Hugh Jazz.
Thank you, T-Bone Tony. Yeah, we can't leave out Hugh Jazz. What was it? Hugh Mungus. Do you remember that meme? Remember that guy doing dad jokes and it like triggered a feminist? Like that guy's a legend. He's doing dad jokes. He's like, my name is Hugh Mungus. It's Hugh Mungus. And she was like flipping out, this like feminist retard. She was like, what does that mean? What's humongous? What's humongous? Like she was literally asking for it. You know what I mean? Like you're falling for the dad joke. Okay. What's humongous? What does that mean? So yeah, shout out Hugh Jazz and Humongous. Okay. Legends in our own time. Okay. Good times though. Thank you. You guys are the best. So yeah, we're going to see a couple of episodes that some of you moldy oldie baconeers, okay, if you were around a year ago, you might remember these, but like I said, if you weren't there for the premiere and didn't go back and rewatch it, you know, in those couple of months that it was up, then you might not have ever seen it. And we've got plenty of new faces here, which I love to see. I'm glad that you guys are checking out the channel, sticking around, becoming familiar faces, okay? And definitely share it with your friends. You know, if you know anybody that might enjoy this, bring them along.
Kitty is looking for Amanda Huge and kiss.
Huge? Amanda Huge and kiss? Kitty, what are you doing? What are you doing, Kitty? He's screwing with you. Did you see that, Kakarot? He's trolling you. You tried to troll, and he trolled you back. He's like, oh, you want to be funny there, Amanda hug and kiss, right? Well, I'm just going to mispronounce it, okay? Because it's humongous, okay? It's, you know, we got to say huge and kiss. Kitty's just trolling you right back. Yeah, Kakarot, he's just trolling you right back. He got you. Damn you, Kitty. He's like your arch nemesis now. But yeah, so if you guys know anybody that you think would enjoy this content, and more importantly, if you think that they would enjoy the community, because that's really what it's all about over here. You know, we do the Saturday morning cartoons every week, uninterrupted now for 2.5 years. We're going to be hitting that 3-year mark before you know it. And uninterrupted, haven't missed a single Saturday. But what it's really all about is the community. We have built the best community when it comes to this like sort of nostalgic style content. You know, I've heard some people refer to them as Saturday morning emulators, you know, like a video game emulator, right? You know, whatever you want to refer to it as, the Baconeers, the Bim Bams, the Flum Bums is the best, okay? The best community on YouTube, especially in this neck of the woods here when it comes to Saturday morning emulators, nostalgic content, and all that. We kind of, you know, we do a little bit more than just Saturday morning cartoons because we got the Anime Grindhouse. We got channel surfing where we dig into all sorts of nostalgia, golden oldies from nostalgic times. So we're kind of, you know, we're kind of all over the place, but it's the community that makes it the best. So if you guys know people that you think would fit in and enjoy hanging out with the Baconeers, definitely bring them over. Okay. Definitely bring them over. Cause we're approaching 150,000 subs. That's fucking crazy. Never thought I'd be there. Never thought I'd be there. That's crazy, guys. So thank you all so much. So yeah, if you're newer here or didn't catch this one live, then a lot of these episodes are going to be new to you. Although I did, like I said, it's a remix. So I did add in some stuff that wasn't in the original upload, partially because I had to take some episodes out. That's why it got blocked or struck or whatever. BKN Saga, it got struck. Wow. Yeah. In the first place, right? So no more Extreme Dinosaurs. That's the one that got struck. No more TMNT from 2003. That one doesn't get struck, but it gets blocked now. Used to be able to have that in Saturday morning lineups, and that got blocked. But that happened a while ago. We've known about that for a while. So there were a couple of shows. And then I think there was an episode of like Brave Star in there that wasn't really Halloween-y. You know what I mean? It wasn't all that Halloween-y. I don't know what I was thinking when I first put that in there. So I replaced those 3 shows with brand new shows that were not in the last year's lineup, at least not in this particular one. I think there is an episode that was in the original Halloween like 2 years ago.
Holy she hit 3 tickets for the BOOGA train in one stream. Also, D&D Diana. Babe.
D&D is D&D. D-undy. Let's go, Zentron. Yeah, man, you're building the BOOGA train all on your own right there. No, actually, we've had a lot of tickets to ride on the BOOGA train, but you got a few cars all to yourself on that train. Let's fucking go. Yeah, you gotta love the D-undy, as Kitty said it. He's still zooking out. I don't think he's gonna stop. I think he's gonna be doing this all night, you know? I just have a feeling. Maybe all month. Probably all month. I feel like Kitty's just going to purposely mispronounce stuff. So yeah, D&D Diana, total babe. So yeah, we've got a few new shows. Oh, let's go. Oh, what do we got now?
The Saudis have officially purchased EA Games. It is now a private company. I can hear the pained screams of million woke retards. It's beautiful.
Like, what was that line from Watchmen? Rorschach, he's like an abattoir of retarded children, just screaming out in the night. Good stuff. Yeah, I did hear about that though. I did hear that was like going around on the news, and yeah, there were some people freaking out about it. I don't know. To me, it's not all that surprising, because I've heard that Saudi Arabia's not just EA. They've been buying up a lot of stuff, all their oil money. So who knows? Who knows what the future holds, guys? That's what I'll get into it when we get to the news and updates segment, because I do have another show that's on the chopping block, and we're going to briefly touch on the future of what we're going to, be seeing on the channel, because I'm not going to stop until I absolutely have to, as far as Saturday morning cartoons and all that stuff goes. But even then, I'm not going to stop, okay? Because we've got the best community, and thanks to you guys, we have all sorts of, like inside jokes and memes, our appreciation for waifus and all that kind of stuff, to where even if, and I feel it's kind of more of a win rather than an if, but I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to be, thinking negative. I'm going to try to stay positive. But if they were to completely shut down Saturday morning cartoons on YouTube and just make it to where there were no shows that you're allowed to have on anymore, we would still have content because of the community that we've built up here. It's never going to stop. Dynamite. Let's go. Thank you, Wiz. Appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, it's never going to stop. So don't you guys worry about that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the preview, what we've got coming up for you in volume 121. Like I said, we got a couple of new shows here. Some of them are reruns, but because it was taken down, you guys might not have seen them. So we've also got, like I said, we've got waifus dressed in all sorts of costumes. We are hitting the ground running this month, okay? I'm not even gonna wait. I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe I should wait till like closer to Halloween and then start putting all the... No way. Right out of the gate, we're hitting the ground running. We're gonna have stacked and packed, wall to wall, waifus and costumes all morning long, okay? We got evil sorceress waifus, okay? Evil queen, evil sorceress waifus. We're gonna see some of that, all right? We've got alien waifus. All right, is it a mask? Is that a Halloween costume? Or is that just an alien? I don't know. What do you think, chat? Would you get her in your stable? Are you going to boldly go where no man has gone before? Is this the final frontier for you? I don't know. So we've got evil queen sorceress waifus, alien waifus from another planet, alien travelers here. Okay, alien waifus. We've got little devil waifus. She's like a little imp, a little devil, up to no good.
Beneath the orbital station, these woke channels, they scream like an abattoir full of retarded children. The dust reeks of unsexiness and bad dieting. Soon it will be dark. I shall hope they exercise.
I understood that reference. That was a nice spin on the Rorschach quote right there. Thank you, Maverick Cat. They'll look up and shout, "Save us," and I'll whisper, "No." Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. If you think about it, that's kind of where I'm at. Because if you guys remember when that BKN saga was going down, and I ended up warning a bunch of channels, actually saved, like firsthand, they would not exist if it weren't for me. Some of these other channels out there tried to save, rinse, repeat, couldn't get through to them, but I did get through to a couple of others and actually saved them. But I'm not going to do it because they responded with cancellation attempts, trying to say that we're a bunch of rowdy stag party, crazy guys, whatever. They slandered the name of the Baconeers. They slandered my name, tried to, cancel me, all the istophobes, the typical istophobe accusations, which I'm not saying are wrong, but still, shut the fuck up if I saved your ass, right? I don't care if you're right. Don't try to cancel me. So the next time it happens, they'll look up and shout, "Save us," and I'll whisper, "No." So yeah, we're having way too much fun tonight. You know what, Maverick Cat, or I'm sorry, not Maverick Cat, Master Godai, Rorschach, my avatar as Rorschach. We need that next. Buddy. Ink blot on the mask, okay, or the helmet, whatever you want to call it. The little fedora hat, the fucked up trench coat that he had. It was all like tattered and torn, and just put a big ink blot on the bacon mask. And we're going to have Rorschach bacon. That's going to be next week. Yeah. Tavern Spool says, I'll whisper 9. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Prince of the Abyss says, you do remind me of a more fun Rorschach. You know what? I take that as a compliment. I take that as a compliment. No compromise. Okay? I take that as a compliment. Let's fucking go. I'm like Rorschach, just a little more fun. That's going to be like my catchphrase. I'm stealing that. Okay? I'm stealing that, Prince of the Abyss. I'm like Rorschach, just a little more fun, but still no compromise. All right, let's fucking go. So let me get back into this. Oh shit, there it is. Let's go.
I will help the wokies to get their exercises in. I can get a killer deal in fresh lava to pour into their dark channel caves so they get to running.
Yeah, let's go. Reverb 154 with the bass no right there. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, get the lava flowing, okay? Maybe we, sometimes we talk about bringing them to the volcano. Sounds like Reverb wants to bring the volcano to them. I like that. That's thinking outside the bun. I like that. Hell yeah. Let's fucking go. All right. So Eric Rayner says, give me 20 minutes and I can draw you as Rorschach. Fucking let's go, buddy. Hell yeah. Holy shit. You guys are awesome, man. We have so many talented Baconeers in here. It's insane. It blows my mind. Okay. It's insane. We have so many talented Baconeers. I remember, I still like that, because, I'll look at it.
Triplets?
Whoa.
Triplets.
Fever.
Never compromise, even in the face of Armageddon.
That's right. That's right. Even in the face of the adpocalypse. Okay. Never compromise, even in the face of the adpocalypse, even in the face of the BKN saga or the Lasso saga or the Discotheque saga. That's right. That's right, Wiz. Thank you, man. Triplets fever. Let's go. And Eric Rayner, I want to thank you again. A year or two. Was it last year or the year before? Time flies. So forgive me if I don't remember exactly which one. But for my birthday, you had actually drawn an image of the Baconeer avatar wrangling Lana one-handed. I think it was an homage to was it Superboy? I don't think it was Superman. I want to say it was Superboy, a comic book cover, and where he was like holding up a waifu with one hand by the cake. And yeah, that was last year. Yeah, man. Love that. Still love that. Thank you so much. So anyway, the waifus that we got, it's already buried in the chat. I saw some people reacting to the Evil Queen waifu, but what did we think of Alien waifu? What did we think of, yes, no, maybe? What do we think of Alien waifu, chat? It kind of got buried. I got a little distracted there. But yeah, are we in favor? Are we boldly going where no man has gone before? Are we going to the final frontier here? She's a Timu Twi'lek. I understand that reference, Cruising PC Vet, because I used to be a big Star Wars geek, and the Twi'leks were like the hottest aliens in Star Wars. They had the little like tube head things, but that's where you got what was her name? Darth Talon. I think it was Darth Talon. The one, she was like red with the tattoos and stuff. Or I don't know if they were tattoos or just skin markings. A little bit like a Darth Maul type appearance, but a lot more red. Yeah, Talon. Oh, buddy. Whoa, buddy. And then you had one on the Jedi side. She was blue, and I can't remember her name, but she was blue, and she was on the good guy team. Yeah, and then there was a green one. If you guys, okay, maybe for those that have no idea, but I know a lot of you are recognizing the name Darth Talon. Ayla Sakura. Thank you, Crossfire. That's who it was. Ayla Sakura. But if that's even still a little too nerdy, surely you saw Return of the Jedi, the green alien girl that was dancing for Jabba the Hutt and then ended up getting fed to the Rancor. That was a Twi'lek. That's the race, the alien race. They all have those like tubes on their head, but they're known in universe. It's not just amongst the fans. They're known amongst the fans as being really hot too. Don't get me wrong, but in the Star Wars universe, they're known as being like the hottest alien waifus that you can wrangle in the galaxy. Okay, in a galaxy far, far away, the Twi'leks are like the hottest waifus you can wrangle. That's in universe. That's canon. Okay, that's canon. All right. So yeah, we got our own little Temu Twi'lek right here. Let's see. We got the little imp devil waifu. She's up to no good. That mischievous grin. You can just tell she's plotting. She's scheming. You might want to keep a lookout on her. Don't turn your back on this one with that mischievous grin right there. Mischievous even. Let's see what else. Oh, we got cowgirl waifus. Let's fucking go. Giddy up. Yee-haw. Hi fucking ya. Yee fucking ha. Okay. We've got some cowgirl waifus. I'm ready. They're ready to get wrangled. Okay. The cowboys do the wrangling. The cowgirls get wrangled. Okay. That's how it is here on the Bacon Ranch. All right. The Bacon Dude Ranch. All right. Yeah. It's yee fucking ha. Giddy up. Let's fucking go, Baconeers. Hell yeah. Let's see. We got cheerleader waifus. All right. She kind of looks like Buffy the Vampire Slayer from the original movie. Not the Sarah Michelle Gellar TV series where she was more of kind of like a goth girl. Not even like full goth, just like one of those girls that listens to alternative rock or something. But in the movie, in the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie, she was a cheerleader in a very similar outfit to this right here. So we've got alien waifus, cowgirl waifus, cheerleader waifus. We got vampire waifus with Bride of Frankenstein hair. We got cheerleader vampire waifus, okay? Another Buffy reference? Maybe? I don't know, because she was the vampire slayer. I don't remember her getting turned into a vampire. Not only do we got the cheerleader waifus, the vampire waifus, we got vampire cheerleader waifus, okay? We got it all. We got it all tomorrow morning. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Was that a little framing back there? And yeah, that's a little
framing. That's framing.
That's framing. Yo, Archie's a Baconeer. Archie's a Baconeer. He's like, all right, yeah, I'll protect you from the back. I'll protect you, Betty, from the back. I'm going to secure the cake, okay? Don't mind me. You just keep shaking those pom-poms. I'm going to secure the cake, all right? Archie, certified Baconeer. He looks a little zooked out. He's up to something, okay? Something's off. He's up to something. So we got vampire cheerleaders. If you guys remember the last time we saw Archie's Weird Mystery, it was Veronica that went vampire mode. Vampironica, in fact. This time we're getting Betty, okay? We got to have balance, okay? Like Thanos taught us, right? You got to have perfect balance. That's the key. So we got to have Betty be a vampire this time. So that's what we're getting. Vampire cheerleader Betty. We got waifus in skirts that show a little leg right there. I don't even know if that's a particular costume. I mean, she's dressed up for a dance for like a Halloween party. I don't even know if it's any particular costume. Maybe a little bit like Ada Wong from Resident Evil. Maybe a little bit like Chun-Li from that one episode with the Magic Warrior. But we get some leg, right? We get a little leg right there in this outfit. We got waifu showing some midriff. Okay, so we're going to Midriff City. We got it all. I'm telling you, we got it all. All right, like you guys thought I was joking saying it's stacked and packed. No, we are hitting the ground running. All sorts of costumes. We're not even done yet. Let's go. Whis with a visit from the Gyat Fairy.
I've seen things you little people wouldn't believe. Waifus dancing in the night wearing aprons like skirts. All these moments lost in time. Like tears in the rain.
Like pantsu in the rain. That's right. Thank you, Whis. At first, when you said I've seen some things, I thought you were going to go with Winston's quote from Ghostbusters. Like, I've seen waifus that'll turn you white. But then I got it was a Blade Runner reference. Like, lost in time. Like pantsus in the rain. So good stuff. Good stuff. Blade Runner is classic. Okay. Equally classic, I would say. I would say Blade Runner and Ghostbusters are equal classics, just different genres. Yeah. Rusty Heckler says, why does it have to be white? Because that's based. Let's fucking go. All right. So yeah, we got waifus showing leg. We got waifus showing midriff. We got waifus holding skulls. Whoa, buddy. Did she just kill this guy or this creature? What the hell is this? She looks kind of pissed off. I don't know if normally we want to wrangle and tangle with the matriarch of mystery here. I don't know, though. She's looking a little miffed, okay? She's a miffed MILF, all right? She's looking a little peeved right there. So did she just kill this thing? Maybe that was the last thing to piss her off. I don't know. But we got waifus with skulls. We got waifus with crystal balls. Gonna tell your future, okay? What does the future hold? Only Veronica knows, and that's kind of scary because there's not a lot going on up in that head of hers. So if she's the only one that knows our future, that's a little scary, okay? But it is Halloween, so you got to be ready to be a little scared, okay? You got to be ready. You got to be prepared, okay? We've got all the waifus that a bacon ear can handle. Are you guys ready? I hope you got your wrangle devices tuned up in tip-top shape, ready to go, because we got all the waifus a bacon ear can handle. Let's fucking go. So yeah, it's going to be a good lineup, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow. We got all sorts of Halloween goodies, waifus and costumes, wall-to-wall, stacked and packed. Lucky bacon ear wrangling Betty and Veronica. That's right. Got the super soaker too. Well, that'll come into play in just a little bit, okay? Because we do need to talk about what sauce makes the best costume. We had a little discussion about that on channel surfing. Got a little carried away, a little out of control. Not really. We were having fun. But it's going to come into play in this episode. We're actually going to see if a certain sauce makes a good costume. Will it? Won't it? I don't know. We'll find out soon here. Okay. So yeah, we got all the waifus a bacon ear can handle. So it's going to be a fun Saturday morning lineup. So hopefully we will see you guys there. But let's talk about a couple memes. There are some good memes to be had. It's not all just waifus and costumes, although I feel like that would be enough, right? Even without any memes or anything, I feel like just waifus and costumes would be enough. I mean, it's October. What more could you want, right? What more could you want? But let's get a couple memes in there because we are going to have an episode of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and Teela is trying to pass a stealth check. She's trying to pass a stealth check. She sees all these other waifus doing it. You know, we've been seeing a lot of She-Ra lately, Ikbin She-Ra, because honestly, it is the better of the two shows. You know, as young Bacon Bits, one of my favorite quotes from the Baconeers, I can't remember who said it in chat, but I can't take credit for it. It was one of you guys in chat that said, He-Man is for boys, She-Ra is for men. Because, you know, as a young Bacon Bit, it's like, I don't want to watch the girly show. I want to watch He-Man. But then you get older, you try it out, you take a look at a couple of She-Ra episodes and you realize this is practically the same thing as He-Man. Like they're identical shows. I mean, not just because they're both Filmation, they take place in the same universe and all that. But I mean, like, you see a lot of crossover characters. You know, they both have goofy plots and goofy fight scenes. The difference, though, is that She-Ra is just packed with waifus. It's just like all waifus. Whereas He-Man, yeah, there's a couple. You got Teela, you got Evelyn, Sorceress shows up every now and then. But it's not as much as She-Ra. No, not even close. Not even close. So yeah, as a young Bacon Bit, yeah, He-Man, but as a Bacon Ear, it's all She-Ra. But we got to go back because He-Man still is a fun show and still has some good waifu moments. And Teela over here, she's been seeing how Stealth Check is kind of one of the hottest new memes. You know, last time we saw Teela, I don't even know if we had Stealth Check going on. And she's kind of known. She's kind of known for being one that would not be able to pass a stealth check. You know, she's pretty thick. We've seen memes before where she causes earthquakes. Remember when she landed on that one planet and just jumped out of the ship and started causing ground quakes, cake quakes? Remember that? So this time she's going to try to sneak around and pass a stealth check. I don't think she's going to be able to do it. Okay, just between you and me. All right, just between you and me. I don't think she's going to make it, but let's check it out. Let's see how she fares.
To the space portals.
right out of the gate. It's like, whoa, buddy. You know, she pops up and it's like 80% ass. You know, it just pops up. So He-Man told her to stay back. It's too dangerous for a waifu. Let the macho men take care of this, okay? He-Man and his his squad of macho guys and this frog. He's got Pepe here on the mission. Leave it to us, Teela, okay? It's kind of like a biker mice moment where Vinny was always telling Charlie, you know, this is He-Man macho stuff, okay? The waifu's got to stay back. But Teela's like, oh, no, you don't. I'm getting in on the action. I'm going to try to pass a stealth check. And then that way I can join in the adventure. Instant fail. Instant fail. And then she's still following them. They go through this portal. Now, I want you guys to pay attention. I'm sure you already are. But listen out. I did not add this sound effect, okay? I added the Metal Gear. I added that, of course. But this one here, as she walks into the portal and actually gets discovered by the rest of the group, I did not add. This is in the show, okay? They knew what they were doing. This is in the show. You can hear the eyes popping out. You know, it's just like that's in the show. I didn't add that. Stealth check failed. Stealth check, like the soundtrack, okay? That's how bad it is. Well, not or good, really. Let's be real. That's how good it is, right? She's so thick, the soundtrack detected the cake, okay? Normally, it's another character. You know, eyes are popping out, or they're trying to sneak around and somebody goes, hey, wait a minute. There's cake over there, right? No, she's so thick, the soundtrack detected the cake. She's like, what is that noise? Who keeps making this like boing noise at me? The yeah, you guys hear it, right? I love how she's like, what is that? Who keeps making? Don't worry about it, Teela. It's just the soundtrack detecting your cake, okay? Just ignore it. Keep it moving. She's like, what is that? What is that? The soundtrack has, you have failed the self check, okay? The soundtrack has detected you. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I love how she looks at it like, what the fuck? Where's that noise coming from? Oh, she's got groceries in there.
Well, let's go.
Not so fast, Teela. We have to disguise ourselves first.
Yeah, Teela, since you decided to tag along here, the fucking soundtrack is zooking out over your cake. We can't just go in like we were normally going to. Now we're going to have to disguise ourselves. Now we're going to have to do some Metal Gear Solid action to get through this. Thanks, Teela. You know, because they did. They found her out. They were, you know, they heard the soundtrack zooking out. And so they're like, oh, who is that? Oh, it's Teela. Okay. And she's like, well, let's go. You know, now that I'm here, it's too late. I've already gone through the portal. There's no going back. Let's just continue on with the mission. And He-Man's like, no, didn't you hear the soundtrack? We're not going to be able to sneak anywhere. We're going to have to cover ourselves up head to toe. Metal Gear Solid, get the cardboard box. Thanks, Teela.
Well, let's go.
Not so fast, Teela. We have to disguise ourselves first. Come on, this way.
He does sound kind of, he's like, come on, this way. Like, he's a little pissed off. He's like, ah, great.
With cake like Teela's, the eyes are naturally drawn to it. She needs to stop trying to be sneaky and try drawing the guards into traps with the power of cake.
Yeah, it's her greatest weapon. Exactly, Reverb 154. Like, stop trying to hide it and realize it's your greatest weapon. You should utilize it. You know, she could be overpowered. She could single-handedly take down Castle Grayskull. Now, she's not fooling anybody. Come on. Come on. Maybe she's fooling the soundtrack. I don't know. We're going to have to listen out. She might fool the soundtrack here. She's not fooling anybody. No. Stealth check failed. Instant fail. Look at this guy. He's making the emoji. He's making the eyeball emoji with his face. The way he looked like. Oh, buddy. He noticed. He noticed. Stealth check failed. Yo, the whole crew is bacon ears. Okay, Skeletor's whole crew is bacon ears. This is because he's doing the emoji, and I'm pretty sure this is our exact reaction. I would be willing to bet money that at least one of you have had this exact reaction. You know, where you see that and you just point and go, ah. You basically revert to a caveman, okay? I know there's at least one baconeer out there who has reverted to a caveman. He sees the cake, he just points, ah, like fucking Frankenstein. And yeah, he's got the jack arm. What the fuck? Look at that thing. Holy shit. Look at the size of that thing. He's got the jack arm. Whoa, buddy. Of course he's going to notice. Holy shit, man. It's a whole crew of baconeers. Skeletor's whole crew. The whole crew is baconeers, man. But can you blame him, though? Because we have confirmation in this episode that Skeletor himself is a baconeer. Now, I think we might have already known this because we get a lot of memes from Skeletor. Obviously, there's J-Law, the most infamous, famous, I don't know which one, both, of his memes. You know, the just like a woman, that already pretty much makes him like a baconeer. But this one we get actual confirmation, and it makes a lot more sense when you see this next clip of why his whole crew is baconeer. You know, they're there to stand guard, but all they're doing is detecting the cake, you know? They're just pointing at it. You know, going caveman mode, okay? I mean, of course, it's the guy with the jack arm doing it. Big surprise. But yeah, Skeletor himself is 100%, not just from the memes, but he's also, what is this? Skeletor, what is this? Is this really a proper use of your magic? I mean, look, I'm not going to say it's not, but you know, I don't think you're ever going to take over Eternia if you're just using your magical staff as a yam cam, right? Yeah, Ron McChaos says yam cam. Exactly. If he's just going to use his magical staff as a yam cam, you know, just let He-Man have Eternia at that point, buddy. Just let him have it, okay? I don't think... I'm not faulting you, okay, for where your priorities are, but I'm just saying you're never going to take over at this rate. But yeah, check it out. And I didn't Photoshop that or anything. That's literally what he's looking at in the scene. He's just zooming right on him. I didn't edit this. This is real. Okay, he is using the staff as a yam cam. All right, I did not edit this. And look at it, he's looking so intently too. He's like, what do we have here? The yams are out.
Give me butts.
What?
Good.
He's checking all of it. He's got the yam cam. He's checking her cheeks. He's a full-fledged baconeer. And I love at the end, he's just like, good. Yes, the yams, the cake. It's all very good. Fucking Skeletor, man. He's one of us. One of us. Let's go.
Give me butts!
What?
Booty!
Good, good.
I am a baconeer.
All I have to say for my file Tila is, wowzers.
Wowzers, let's go. Thank you, kids, those creations. So yeah, Skeletor, he's a full-fledged baconeer. That's why I said it would make a lot more sense why his whole crew is a bunch of baconeers, because this is what he's up to in his spare time, in his free time. He's just, using the magical yam cam. But he doesn't even stop there. He actually tries to do a wrangle. Now, I think his wrangle technique needs a little refinement, okay? Needs a little work, because, he is evil after all, so it's, he gets a little bombastic, a little carried away, right? Maybe he's trying to get into the Halloween spirit and do something scary, but you'll see what I'm talking about here, because Skeletor does attempt a wrangle. He does attempt a wrangle here. It's kind of successful, but you'll see what I mean.
This is the chief. Right, got it.
These are from the days when Skeletor was wasting time on conquests and missing out on his true calling of waifu wrangling. He has moments of clarity, but he needed the baconeers to show him the way to true happiness.
That's right. Thank you, Reverb 154. Calling the chief right there. Make a call to the chief. Let's go. Tell him how to really wrangle. But yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. He gets a little carried away here, so it's like technically a successful wrangle, but not really. He goes a little overboard. Maybe it's just for Halloween. I don't know. Maybe it's how he likes him. I don't fucking know. But let's see how he does.
How dare you! You'll have to do better than that, Telmora.
So, evil sorceress waifu here, she's trying to zap him, trying to leave him stunned, right? So he can't stand up. I can't stand up. He's stunned. And he just deflects it like Darth Vader, one hand. You'll have to do better than that. Just like a woman. Your lasers suck. But then he's going to go full wrangle mode here.
You will do my bidding.
Okay, not a bad start. Gets her wrangled up in a magical wrangle beam. Okay, this is actually one of the higher skill trees right here, trying to do the magic wrangle beam. That's a higher skill tree. It's kind of like trying to do the freehand wrangle. That's pretty difficult as well. But, and he even says, he's kind of based. He's like, you will do my bidding. Okay, all right, pretty based. But he was not prepared for the resistance. See, waifus are wascally waifus, okay? And you got to be ready for the wascally waifus.
I will not.
See, he got a little pissed off. Now he's zapping her. He's zapping her too much. He got a little pissed off. He got a little carried away.
You will do my bidding.
As you wish, Skeletor.
Honey, you got real ugly.
She got real ugly. Now, in fairness, it is October, and Skeletor knows that what any woman fears more than anything else is getting old, right? Hitting the wall. Yeah, Rusty Heckler, he threw the wall at her. It was the wall beam, okay? He hit her with the wall beam, all right? Because he knows that that's every waifu's greatest fear, is just smashing face first into the wall. The wall comes for them all, and they try to resist it, try to run. It's inevitable, right? So yeah, we need to guide Skeletor. He needs to refine his wrangling technique a little bit. He got a little carried away, trying to use fear and intimidation. He knows. I'll give him credit. He knows what scares her. Because immediately she was like, okay, your wish is my command. But now what are you gonna do, Skeletor? See, you gotta undo the spell. It's, you know, it's like extra steps, it's extra work. So work smarter, not harder, okay? But I think that he's got potential. He's clearly a meme master. He's like the meme lord, Skeletor the meme lord, okay? And you know, he's got his eyes on the prize with his magic yam cam checking out Teela. But the wrangling technique itself needs a little refinement. Just a bit. I think he'll get there though. I've got hope for the guy. We love Skeletor. He's the best. He's the fucking best. Yeah, it's a 9th level spell. Exactly. The wall. A 9th level spell. And he rolled like a 20 on that too. He rolled like a 20 on that one, man. Whoa, buddy. She hit the wall face first. Hit it hard. That's a mean spell. That's a mean spell. Hellspawn Leviathan says, I can fix her. I can fix her. All right. And then last but not least, let's talk about Archie's weird mysteries, because not only are we getting Vampire Betty to balance out Vampire Veronica or Vampironica that we saw last time, but we're going to test a new sauce to see if it makes a good costume. So we already have the ongoing meme of Sexy Mustard, and I showed an image of that on channel surfing.
For an evil, sentient, undead skeleton wizard with no eyes, he sure is a peeping Tom for Teela. And he even turned the evil witch into an old ugly hack too.
Yeah, he's crazy. He's out of control. He's zooking out, man, just like Kitty. Thank you, Duo Maxwell. But yeah, you know, we were talking about different sauces that might make good costumes, because as we saw on channel surfing, both last year with the video and this year, day before yesterday, in fact, as I showed a screenshot from it, Sexy Mustard, instant meme, instant classic. We love waifus dressed as Sexy Mustard. Courtesy of Master Godai, last year we got Starfire, the comic book version, dressed in Sexy Mustard, and this year I employed Master Godai to give us some more sexy toppings. So we're going to see the return of Starfire, an updated Starfire and Sexy Mustard, along with Sexy Ketchup and Sexy Hot Sauce with some of the other characters, right? But Archie, actually, they might have beaten us to it, because, you know, you guys were saying like Worcestershire, barbecue, A1 steak sauce, all this kind of stuff. Well, Archie's getting in on the action too. And we're going to see if this other sauce works, because we're going to get sexy garlic butter. I don't know if this is going to work though, guys. It might have gotten a little out of control. Okay. We got sexy garlic butter now. Okay. And, it might not, at least on a vampire waifu, you know, it's going to take a certain waifu to be able to pull this one off, because, sexy garlic butter on a vampire waifu, it's just not going to work. And not only that, I was gonna play the clip. I am gonna play the clip, but I realized that I paused it.
Raining. It's raining.
I didn't even mean to do that. I loaded the clip and then paused it, and that just happened to be where it paused. So yeah, I don't know about this one. I don't know about the sexy garlic butter, guys. I'm not sure, but let's see what Betty thinks of it. It's itchy. Not really the reaction I was expecting. But yeah, it's itchy. We don't want our waifus itching and scratching. That's just no good. But yeah, there was a bit of framing there. Okay. So yeah, sexy garlic butter, probably not going to make the list this year. Probably not. But that's okay, because as you guys saw with those other slides, we have tons of waifus and costumes. That's not even all of them, okay? I just picked a few of my favorites out to highlight on the stream. That's not even all the costume waifus that you're going to see tomorrow morning. So we're in for a good time, okay? We're in for a good time. So hopefully you guys will tune in the usual time, 9 a.m. Eastern to noon, a full 3-hour block, stacked and packed, wall to wall with costume waifus. Reverb 154 is fueling up the thrust bus. Let's go.
First, there was Vampironica, now there is Draca Betty. Sling bikinis for the both of them, red for Veronica and black for Betty.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Sounds like future costume contest material right there. Thank you. Hellspawn Leviathan says it's a butterface, garlic butterface. Holy shit. Accurate. Accurate. I like it. All right. So yeah, full 3-hour block, stacked and packed wall to wall with costume waifus. So hope to see you guys there for that. Now let's get into the Saturday night anime grindhouse. Okay, now with the anime grindhouse, it's going to be a little different. Now there's plenty of Saturday morning cartoons that have Halloween episodes, or maybe the cartoon itself is. Whoa, another call to the chief.
This is the chief. Right, got it.
Any chance Elf Princess Rain is not blocked and policed? Saturday night anime.
I want to say that I've already got that on the channel. Hold on a second. My curiosity is going to drive me nuts. I want to say that I already have that one. Wiss, give me 1 second here. I'm going to check right now. Have we done, or if anybody has a better memory than me, can you tell me? Have we done that one? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we watched that one. Hold on 1 second here, guys. It's going to drive me nuts if I don't look it up. Yep. Okay. So about a year ago, little over a year ago, it was June of last year. Look up the anime grindhouse that has Soul Bianca, the first one, because there's two. There's two grindhouses that have Soul Bianca. I split them up. So there's one with like something else, maybe like Dirty Pear and Soul Bianca 2. And then there's Elf Princess Rain and Soul Bianca 1. And that was from June of last year. I knew that name sounded familiar. That was going to drive me nuts if I didn't look that up. Thank you. But yeah, that's a good suggestion though. Don't get me wrong. That is a good suggestion. Thank you for that. And guys, please be sure to like up the stream if you're enjoying the madness. I always like to, we've got over 100 people. I always like to get the likes up into triple digits. I don't know. I'm just like OCD like that. So please like up the stream. Thank you so much. But yeah, so with the anime grindhouse, unlike the cartoons where you've got stuff like Archie's Weird Mysteries, or even to an extent something like Mummies Alive, although Mummies Alive does have a specific Halloween episode, but shows like that you could almost pick just about any episode and it would work for Halloween because they're dealing with, like mysteries, or they've got monsters in them, or whatever it may be, right? Well, with anime, it's not quite the same. Although Japan does love Halloween, and I think it's more of kind of a modern thing that they've really gotten into Halloween. But even back in the day, they appreciated it. There's not that many Halloween themed anime out there. And the ones that are, I've mostly played already, at least the ones that get past copyright block. I don't think the likes of Hellsing will get past copyright block. Otherwise, I'd play that one. But we have played Dracula of the Damned, and what was it, like The Curse of Frankenstein or something? They had like weird names, but there was an anime Frankenstein. We played that last year. There was anime Dracula. We played that last year. There's an Halloween episode of Dirty Pear. I've played that a couple of times. Might have to do it again this year because it is really good.
Booga booga booga!
Wiss one stream boss. All hail Wiss.
Oh, let's go. Well, wait, Chester, you just took it back though. What's going on here? Is that a little reverse psychology? But thank you, though. Chester Stevens, with that, has actually taken back Stream Boss. Maybe he's saying that that's his last push. And if Wiss doesn't reclaim it, then, or I should say, if he does reclaim it, then he's got it for the night. But if he doesn't, then Chester Stevens, you got it. Although it's been such a heated battle, probably going to have to end up awarding it to both of you guys, because that's a heated battle right there. Mighty health bars from both of you. Thank you guys so much for the big support tonight. Really appreciate it. All the bacon here. Everybody's been insanely generous tonight. I really appreciate the big support. Thank you guys. So yeah, with the anime grindhouse, it's a little more difficult to find stuff that is like specifically tailored to Halloween, because there's just not that many anime out there that fit the bill. And the ones that are, I've already used them all. There was like Dream Hunter Rim, which had this like, what do you call him? Grim Reaper. I was about to say Shinigami, but translated, it's kind of like the Grim Reaper. You know, she goes in dreams. I think there was even like a Frankenstein episode of that, but we used all of that. Like all of it's been used. So I'm going to look for some stuff. I still have to do some testing to see if it get past copyright and all that. And so towards the end of the month, when we get closer to Halloween, we'll definitely try to get some Halloween themed anime in there. But in the meantime, in this first half, I would say like this week and probably next week as well, for the first half of the month, we're just going to do the Anime Grindhouse as usual. Okay, we're just going to do it as usual. That way, you know, it doesn't get a little too overly complicated or not. I don't even think that's the word I'm looking for. But like, I don't want to end up duplicating a bunch of stuff that I've already shown, right? T-Bone says Rosario Vampire is owned by Crunchyroll via Funimation. It's OBTV only. Yeah. Well, I was showing that one in OBTV. Yeah. Queen's Blade has been in OBTV. Definitely can't show Queen's Blade on YouTube. That's because so many boobies. YouTube would be freaking out, you know? Rosario Vampire doesn't have so many boobies. Comes close, but not quite. But I feel like that one will get blocked. It's kind of on the newer side. What is it, like 2005 or 2007? I feel like it's a little too new that they would probably block that one. Plus, it's more of like a comedy. There's a little bit of action. Oh, Whis with a visit from the Gyat Fairy, taking back Stream Boss. Let's go.
Hail Chester Stevens, but any thoughts on the 1967 film, Weird Russian Witch Movie?
Oh, shit. I haven't heard of that one. I'll look into it. I'm always up for some jank. Okay. So if it's like, yeah, if it's some weird Russian jank that has, you know, witches and would fit for Halloween, I'll look into it for sure, man. Thank you for the suggestion. And hail Whis. Let's go. He took back Stream Boss. Okay. One last time. Let's hail both Whis and Chester Stevens right here. Unless they decide to keep the battle going. But let's get some more pizza rolls raining and that waifu swanging 2 times. Get her, Kitty. One of these days, Kitty's going to actually, he's going to get that top there. So let's go. So thank you guys. Yeah, Ghost Stories, that got blocked on YouTube. So we're going to have to do that one in OBTV. There's plenty of stuff to watch in OBTV. Like, I don't mean to make it sound like there's just no Halloween themed anime out there. Because I've got Hellsing Ultimate. I've got Rosario Vampire. Ghost Stories. Queen's Blade, if you count it, because there are a lot of monsters. There's even like that. She's kind of like a mummy waifu, but not really. Because she's fully unwrapped. She's like the human Nefertina from that one episode. But yeah, you know. There's plenty of that, but a lot of it gets blocked, including Ghost Stories. I tried uploading Ghost Stories. I was hoping to show that one this month on Bacon Bits. Got blocked. So, yeah, we can do plenty of stuff. Kind of the same thing goes for some of these movies, too. Like, you know, I wanted to do some good scary movie nights over on Bacon Bits, and a lot of those are getting blocked, too. So we're gonna be busy in the OBTV Discord this month. I mean, we kind of typically are anyway. We usually have streams going all day, every day, or at least most of the day, every day. But yeah, we're going to be really busy in there this month. I might even have to put on pause the next series after we finish Teen Titans, because we should be finishing Teen Titans this coming week, and dedicate those days to watching some of these shows and movies that are now blocked on YouTube. Some of them weren't before. Like, there's an anthology series called Monsters that did not used to be blocked, and now it is. And The Hitchhiker, same thing. Anthology horror show used to be unblocked, but now it is. So can't show that one either. So yeah, it's slim pickings with what we can get by on YouTube when it comes to Halloween stuff, whether it's because of copyright blocks or just so many boobies, whatever it may be. It's a little bit slim pickings. So we're going to be real busy in the OBTV Discord. So if you guys are already in there, if you're not already in there, then make sure you join. There is a link in the description. It should be working, but if for any reason, if it's not working for you, just let me know and I'll make a new one and post it in the chat for you. Yeah, Lily Cat gets blocked. Same thing. Yeah, it's kind of like anime aliens, or more like Alien, like the first one. That gets blocked. Yep. Yeah, trust. I've tried a lot of these. Tales from the Dark Side. I haven't checked it this year. Last year it was fine, but I haven't checked it this year. And some shows that were fine last year are no longer. So I don't want to say yes and then come to find out that it's been blocked this year too. But last time I checked, which was last Halloween, Tales from the Dark Side was fine. Or no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking Tales from the Crypt. Damn, Tales from the Crypt. No, Tales from the Dark Side, that gets blocked. I did check that one. That gets blocked. Yeah, Tales from the Crypt, the show, not the movies, but the show, that one last year I could play on YouTube. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet this year. No, Tales from the Dark Side, Michael Russum, shouts out to Michael Russum. He actually introduced me to that show, and I ended up buying the whole series on DVD because I liked it so much. That one is an instant block on YouTube because it's owned by CBS. So yeah, it's kind of, just like, they have Star Trek and all that stuff. Yeah, it's like, I think Paramount is their parent company. Yeah, it's like automatic no-go. So for the first couple of grindhouses this month, we're just going to do it as usual with just some obscure, wacky anime. It'll still be fun. It'll still have a bunch of waifus and crazy giant robot battles and all sorts of other zooked out insanity, right? But it just won't be quite Halloween themed until later this month. So that way I can find some good stuff, have time to clear it with copyright and all that, and save it for closer to the end of the month. So what we're going to do tomorrow night, Anime Grindhouse, it'll be on Bacon Bits. We will have it usual time over on Bacon Bits, the usual channel, but it's just not going to be Halloween themed. But it is going to be fun. It is going to be zooked out. Are you guys ready for this? I'm wondering how many people have heard of these. We're going back to the old school formula of the Anime Grindhouse, and we're doing a little mix and match, okay? So we've got an OVA that I think is like 2 episodes that equal like about an hour. And then we've got a series that I'm going to play the first 3 episodes of, maybe 4, depending. I try not to let the Grindhouse go too much over the 2-hour mark. So, whatever's closest to the 2-hour mark, at least 3 episodes, maybe 4 of an anime series. And just like we've done in the past, if we really like that series, then we can continue on in a future Grindhouse. But both of these are pretty out there, pretty out of left field. So I'm curious.
Say, all hail the Baroness!
Trying to sneak this in as Chester, this is Whis. Hail Chester Stevens.
Wait, what? And it worked! Oh shit, that's crazy. Look at that. Whis is like, I'm using a name. I dressed up. This is like when the wrestlers would dress up as the other wrestler and try to fool the ref, right? Twin magic, I dressed up as Chester Stevens. I'm the one who actually pinned him, like while the ref is knocked out. And then when he wakes up, he's like, yeah, I pinned him. I get the belt, right? Let's fucking go. Thank you, man. You guys are awesome. You guys are too cool. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm bamboozled. Let's go. So for our anime grindhouse, tomorrow night at midnight Eastern Standard Time, we're going back to the old formula, mix and match. And so we're going to start up with an OVA. So the first hour, basically the first half of the grindhouse, will be Sailor Victory. Okay, Sailor Victory. And as the name implies, it is a little bit kind of like a spoof on Sailor Moon, insofar as the waifus are wearing that sailor type uniform. You know how like some of the school uniforms look like something you would see in the Navy, right? And it's a group of 5 of them, like the Sailor Scouts. But that's really where the similarities end, because from there, they pilot giant robots. It's definitely not... it's not for kids, Sailor Moon was technically for kids, even though there was some pretty out there jokes in there. And, they got like a little, just a little spicy from time to time. Sailor Victory is like, oh no, this is not for kids. They go full, like, the transformation, the light would cover stuff. Not here. There's no shining light covering anything when they, transform into new outfits or whatever. So, and you got giant robots. It's pretty zooked out. And because it's an OVA, it moves pretty fast. Like the pace is just, you know, insane. It's moving pretty fast, especially because there's only like 2 episodes. It's just under an hour total. So they don't spend time, you know, jogging in place. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. So yeah, uncensored Henshin. There you go. Uncensored Henshin. So yeah, Sailor Victory. So that'll be the first half of the anime Grindhouse. And it's going to be zooked out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tailor-made for the Baconeers. I think you guys will enjoy it. And then for the second half, we're going to check out... Whoa! T-Bone Tony's giving us a mesmerizing dance. So hypnotic.
Lucy the belly dancer waifu. Loves to dance and double bump with other waifus. Like Dixie Normus. And Dixie's mascot pet Hentide.
Humongous. Reverb with a visit for the Gyat Fairy.
The pics have been getting slimmer for most if not all of the cartoons, even the ones with only one waifu worth the name. Part of me wants to try some Punky Doodles style clips just to give the Baconeers something to enjoy, if I can learn to draw better.
Go for it, man. Go for it, Reverb. Thank you. Appreciate the visit from the Gyat Fairy there. And thank you, T-Bone, for that mesmerizing belly dance there. Always, no matter how many times I see it, I get mesmerized. I get stupefied. Let's go. Sailor Victory is not Japanese only. There is an English dub. Okay, and I know that there are some dub haters. I think it's really just Richard Hooper, but I know maybe there's more. But despite that, I do prefer to do English dubs on the Grindhouse, as I've explained before. I'm not going to make a big deal about it, but just very quickly, I'll say I think it's easier for us to follow along when we're trying to riff on in the chat and watch the anime, and then you're trying to read subtitles at the same time. Something's going to get lost. You're either going to miss some of the subtitles because you're looking at chat, or you're going to miss a bunch of the chat because you're looking at subtitles. And because one of the main aspects, one of the main elements to these experiences of doing these watch parties is the riffing with the Baconeers. I call it all the time. I say it's like Mystery Bacon Theater 3000, right? So one of the main elements is us riffing on the stuff. I feel like it sort of defeats the purpose if you're missing the chat, if you're having to read the subtitles and you're missing the chat. So we're going to do English dubs for both of these. Okay. Both of these are English dubs, but we do enjoy cheese and jank. And I think that it's something, even if like on your own, because don't get me wrong, on my own, at least back in the day when I used to watch a lot of anime on my own, I don't really do that much anymore. I'm mostly just watching the Grindhouse with you guys. It's not really that much fun to watch on my own anymore. But back then I preferred Japanese myself. But now, because we kind of have that refined palate, right? We have a new and refined taste for cheese, for jank. These dubs that may have been cringe in the past and, you know, technically are still cringe today, but we have that new appreciation for it because it's so bad it's good. I mean, just look at the one, it wasn't Hades Project that we watched last week. I think it was Dan Gaio before that, where the dub went off the rails. Okay, they were saying some crazy shit. Pie Thunder, Thunder Thigh Pie Thunder. Okay, that's her full name, by the way, at least here. She called the main character a bleeding heart liberal. I mean, it was hilarious. It was based. Okay, the dub went off the rails. It was fucking awesome. So yeah, I actually love a good bad dub. So yeah, we're gonna be checking out the English dub of these. So first up is Sailor Victory. Okay, that's the first half. Second half of the anime Grindhouse is Maze the Mega Burst Space. A weird fucking name. I have no idea what it means, but it's kind of like a mixture of like fantasy and giant robot anime. It's not like the typical cyberpunk setting or even like the contemporary school setting like Sailor Victory is. It's more of like a fantasy world, like an else world, almost like an isekai, but I don't think that's what it actually is. I could be wrong. But yeah, more of that fantasy setting, but there's still robots. There's still over-the-top battles and skimpy outfits. And you can see there's a little Baconeer. He's trying to take a peek. Do you see that? He's trying to sneak a peek. You guys see that? that little baconeer, he's like latched on. He's kind of breaking the fourth wall because I think he's meant to be in that group in the background, you know, so perspective, she's not actually a giant waifu. She's a regular sized waifu, but he's breaking the fourth wall and using perspective to make her a giant waifu. And he's trying to sneak a peek. Philip Fabian says, that's me. That's me in there. Yeah, he's a full-fledged baconeer, okay? Certified. All right, certified baconeer. So yeah, it's a crazy series. I believe there's an OVA for it. And the reason why I'm starting with the first 3 episodes of the series and not starting with the OVA is because the OVA takes place in the middle of the series. So if I were to play that one, it'd be like just dropping you guys in. You have no idea what's going on, right? So what we're going to do instead is watch the first 3, maybe 4 if it doesn't make the Grindhouse go too far over the 2-hour mark. But at least the first 3 episodes. And if we like it, then we can continue on. I've got the whole, I think it's only about like 25 or 26 episodes total. And I've got the whole thing. And so if we like it, we can continue in a future Grindhouse, maybe even next week before we get into the Halloween stuff for the anime Grindhouse. So that's what, and this one will also be in English dub. Again, so bad it's good. It has that charm, you know, it's kind of like that early 90s. I think Sailor Victory, I want to say, is late 80s. And then this one, I believe, is early 90s. So they're going to have that charm of that era of dubbing. So I'm actually really looking forward to it. It's going to be zooked out, crazy over-the-top battles, wall-to-wall waifus, certified baconeers trying to sneak a peek. It's going to be all the stuff that we love. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that'll be tomorrow night at midnight over on Bacon Bits. Old school formula for the Grindhouse, a little mix and match, a little sampling, a little OVA for the first half, few episodes of the series in the second half, and then we'll go from there. So looking forward to that. Yeah, this show is Zook. That's right, Rich. It is like both of them are basically pure Zook, and I'm really looking forward to it. So that should be fun. All right, next up, let's get into the news and updates so that we can get into the waifu roundup right after this. But first, I do have a little bit of bad news here. I hinted at it earlier. It's unfortunate. I feel like it's going to keep happening though, and it's something that we're going to have to be prepared to adapt. And that's where the good news is that we're going to be able to adapt. But first, let me go ahead and unveil.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust.
Another show bites the dust, and this one, it's a little bit worse than Action Man. Like Action Man, I don't think anybody cared. Let me be honest. I don't think anybody cared when I announced that Action Man was off the table. This one stings a little more. This one actually hurts a little more. We really liked Ulysses 31. It has an awesome theme song, like totally zooked out storyline. It's like sci-fi, Greek mythology. It's got that just chef's kiss dubbing, almost like Speed Racer, where they're saying their lines really fast, trying to match with the lip movements. It's just the perfect recipe of zook, of jank, of cheese, all the things that we like. Yeah, that Ulysses. Yeah, man, that great theme song, rockin'. I mean, even the music during the show, it was kind of like spread out. There'd be some quiet moments, but when the music would kick in during the show, it was good too. Like just all throughout. Really enjoyed this one. And this one now gets globally blocked. It's not like it's just in a certain territory or anything. It is a worldwide block. I had to cut it out of numerous. This was in like, I want to say at least 8. It was over half a dozen volumes. You'd think it would be more. There's only like 22 episodes or something total. So I was eventually going to play them all, but it was in like 8 or 9 Saturday morning volumes. Luckily, each of the volumes this was in had less than 100,000 views. So I was able to cut it out without having to lose the whole volume. But yeah, I'm seeing the F's in the chat. F's in the chat because Ulysses 31 was a good one. We like this one. Like Action Man, we'll live. With Action Man, we'll live. I don't think anybody's crying over that. But yeah, F's in the chat for Ulysses 31. This is no longer available to play on YouTube. I had to trim it out of all previous Saturday morning lineups, and going forward, we won't be able to have it in any future ones. So kind of a bummer, And that's what I wanted to talk about when it comes to the future of this type of content. It's not just my channel. I'm just saying, like, this content in general, I feel has a lifespan. You know, we've seen it happen with so many shows. Think of all the sagas. We've gone through the Lasso saga, the BKN saga, the second BKN saga, Discotheque saga, and now Discotheque is getting their hands on Mega Man and Darkstalkers and, you know, all those Capcom cartoons. I think they already had Street Fighter, but, you know, they're getting their hands on that, and who knows what they're going to do. So far, nothing has been blocked or claimed or struck or whatever, but they could change their mind on a whim. And, you know, even these because Ulysses 31 is pretty obscure, right? It's pretty obscure. So even these obscure shows are not safe. It feels like this type of content is, you know, it has a lifespan. It's not going to last forever. So what we have to be able to do, and this is where the good news, okay? The good news is I can't speak for these other channels, and I'm not going to help them because I saw how they repaid my kindness in the past with trying to cancel me and calling both me and you guys a bunch of names. I'm not going to help them. But I know that we here on the Orbital station, we're going to be okay because I already know. What we're going to do. A lot of it, like the foundation is there. And you know, if you know anything about building a house, you have to have a good foundation, right? So a lot of these other channels, they're kind of fucked in the long run because whenever all this goes down, they're done. They're just done. But we've already built the foundation. We have the community. We have the content that goes beyond just watching Saturday morning cartoons. And don't get me wrong, I love it. I love Saturday morning cartoons, and it's the most viewed thing. You know, we get like 400 plus people showing up to the live premieres. I think that's what most people come to the channel for. But we still have a great number of people that show up for these streams, that show up for channel surfing. There are other events that I have coming up, like the return of Waifu Mania. We've got a new event that's going to be similar to Waifu Mania, but different in the sense of similar where it's very interactive and you guys will get to choose the outcome like you do in Waifu Mania, but it's going to be more like a waifu demolition derby, kind of like Death Race, but with waifus because, you know, J-Law, right? So we have content and events and all sorts of stuff that we can build and have already begun building off of the community, off of the memes and the inside jokes and all the stuff that we love. We have our love for waifus. We have all of, you know, J-Law, Frostiflakes, Wranglin', you know, all these memes, right? Yeah, Waifu Cart. There you go. We have all these things that we will be able to make original content.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
The views and opinions do not reflect those of Chester Stevens. Whis says screw those other guys. Long live bacon and my cartoons.
Let's go. Thank you. Is that the real Chester Stevens or was that Whis again? Either way, thank you so much. Let me tell you something, brother. That's right. Is that we've got enough here already. We have the foundation already to create all sorts of original content. Some of it has already been done. Like, you know, we've had a couple of Waifu Mania events. We've had a special hot tub stream before. We can bring those back in the summertime. We've got channel surfing every week. That's never going away. It's a reaction. It's transformative by nature. It's fair use by nature. Channel surfing's never going away. So we already have some of this stuff. We've got the events like Waifu Mania, the hot tub streams. We've got the Waifu Demolition Derby coming up. We've got original content already like channel surfing, like Sterner stuff that we do here. And I can, if for whatever reason, we can't do Saturday morning cartoons anymore. Like I said, I kind of feel like it's an eventuality. Hopefully not. I try not to be negative. I want to be positive, but we have to be prepared. We don't want to be caught blindsided. And if that were to ever happen, well, then guess what? Sterner stuff same formula. I'll just focus on a couple of shows just like I do for the Saturday morning preview, make some memes, talk about what happens in the episodes, and bring them to you every Friday night. Nothing is going to change here. They're never going to stop the Baconeers. That's what I really want to say. You know, it may sound like bad news, doom and gloom, whatever. Another one bites the dust here. We lost Ulysses 31, right? They might end up taking more shows down, you know, like Discotheque or whoever. Could be anybody, you know, because Lionsgate was the one who took Galaxy Rangers from us, right? You never know. It could be something obscure. It could be something well-known. You never know. But they can't take away the community that we have, and we have the foundation for all this stuff to keep it going regardless. Because like I said, channel surfing, that just stays. That is like eternal for all I care. Channel surfing, we'll just keep it going, you know? But yeah, even if we couldn't do Saturday morning cartoons, I could still pick a couple episodes from shows that we love, make some memes just like I do now, cook up some memes from them. That's transformative. That's fair use. We can talk about what happens in the episodes, go over it. That's fair use, and still have fun. Got the waifu roundup. And, you know, we'll do the anime grindhouse for as long as we can and talk about that. And, you know, so everything's going to continue on. So that's what I feel like that's the good news. Yeah, it sucks. We lost Ulysses 31, another one, a good one this time. Who cares about Action Man? Sucks to lose Ulysses 31. But the good news is they will never stop the Baconeers. They will never stop the Orbital Station because you guys are so awesome. This is why I keep saying that the Baconeers are the best community on YouTube, is because you guys are so awesome that we have built this thing that is like, it's like a juggernaut now. So like, even if that all the other retro Saturday morning emulators go under, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. We got all this original content and we're just going to keep going. We'll just do more Waifu Mania events. We'll do the Waifu Demolition Derby and we'll do a bunch of them. We'll do a costume contest every Halloween. We got the Cheese Awards coming up. I know it's kind of almost been like 2 years since the last one, so it's going to be like a giant size Cheese Awards. But we've got all these events, and we're going to keep them going. We've got all these live streams. That's original content. We're going to keep them going. So the Baconeers will never die. All right? So I hope that you guys take that away from this instead of like, yeah, F's in the chat. We bummed about Ulysses 31. But the takeaway, what I want you guys to like walk away from this stream tonight when it's time, I want you to be like feeling pumped up, feeling hyped, knowing that this community is not going anywhere. Okay? It's not going anywhere. All right? We are going to keep it going. We got all sorts. And there's stuff that I've been thinking up, been brainstorming, been percolating and contemplating for almost a year now that I haven't even told you guys about, that I've been wanting to bring to the channel. So fear not, okay? Fear not, Baconeers. Nothing's going to stop it. Nothing's going to get in our way. Not tonight, okay? Not any night, all right? Because I've got stuff cooked up. There's stuff that's already there in the foundation that's already been implemented in things like channel surfing, and I've got more in the works, okay? I never stop. Some of you guys even joke in like the Discord, you're like, do you even ever sleep? Not that much, because my brain is just too busy, okay? So we never leave. Exactly. We never leave. We are always here. You guys will always have the Orbital Station. We will always have content. We will always be able to enjoy the nostalgia, the better times, the before times, and the waifus, okay? Forever, eternal. All right, so that's just what I wanted to let you know. All right, but that's only like bad news as far as a show that got, at least it was just the one. At least it's not a whole list like when the BKN saga / Discotheque saga. At least it's not a whole list of shows, just the one, even though it's one we liked and it sucks. At least it's just the one, but we're not going anywhere no matter what today or tomorrow may hold. We're not going anywhere. But I do want to talk about a couple other things. We'll really just one other thing here, and then we'll, you guys, I think, already know the channel surfing theme, so I don't even know why I made a slide for that. But the watch party for tonight, okay, so it's Friday. Normally I do a movie night over on Bacon Bits, and that's every Friday at midnight. In the past, we've watched shows, you know, like we went through Space Precinct 2040, Forever Night, Black Scorpion, Lex, Conan the Adventurer. You know, we've gone through all these shows over there. But recently, I've really been enjoying doing movie nights every Friday at midnight. And I thought, man, it's going to be awesome in October. I can put on some, you know, some classic horror movies or, you know, some jank, whatever. The problem is that every movie, at least that I had ready, I'm going to still try to get some in the following weeks. But for tonight, everyone, I tried a couple of them. And for each one, YouTube said,
so many boobies.
No way. YouTube was zooking out, guys. I don't even think zooking out. They were freaking out. They weren't zooking out. They were freaking out. And YouTube said, there's too many boobies. You cannot have this on YouTube. So we're going to have to do the movie night in OBTV tonight, okay? So we've got about 45 minutes until midnight, and we're basically nearing the end of the stream because we've got the Waifu Roundup as the final segment. And even though that does usually go for about 30 minutes or so, I think we'll still be done before midnight. So it'll give you guys just enough time if you need to make a pit stop or make some more pizza rolls or pop some popcorn or whatever. You'll have time to get ready, and we'll start the show right around midnight in OBTV in the Discord. Like I said, link in the description if you're not already in there, and just ping me and let me know if it's not working. But what we're going to watch tonight that YouTube said,
so many boobies,
can't have it. Well, we're going to watch it in OBTV. You can't stop us. Is from 1987, The Sorceress. All right. And you may think, like, is that really like a Halloween movie? And it, you know, it kind of is. It's got a lot of weird creatures in it. It's a bit of the fantasy setting, but it's kind of dark. Okay. It's kind of dark. Like the creatures are in it. It's almost got like a weird sci-fi element too as well. But yeah, it's classic 80s jank, 1987, The Sorceress. It's got monsters, magic, and boobs, you know? So we can't show it on YouTube, but we'll watch it in OVTV. And it's a lot of fun. It's not that long. It's like an hour and 20 minutes. It's kind of like if you guys remember the one from last week with the slave girls from Beyond Infinity. It's a little bit in that vein. Not quite as cheesy. I think they were taking this one a little more seriously. Maybe they just had a higher budget. I don't know. So not quite as cheesy as Slave Girls from Beyond Infinity, but just as fun. And there, you know, there's some humorous moments. There's some jank, some zook, some action moments. Plenty of waifus. My goodness, if you can tell by this classic poster right here. Man, I miss movie posters like this. So yeah, we're gonna check out 1987's The Sorceress in OBTV, and that'll start in about 45 minutes from now in OBTV. Yeah, the most dangerous game in space. Exactly, Prince of the Abyss. But you got to admit that was a lot of fun, especially those robots. The one that started like becoming a Baconeer, the one robot. Because the other one stayed like loyal, like he basically stayed as a robot and followed his programming. But there was that one that was turning into a bacon bot. You know, he was becoming a little Baconeer bot, and he was like wanting to check out the waifu when she had her yams out, and he was getting mad that the other robot was going to tattle on him. You know, so you got to admit there was some funny shit in there. It was very entertaining, very enjoyable. So, yeah, exactly. Chi-Chi says it's the reason why we watch the sword and sorcery flicks. Exactly. So, yeah, this one's going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to watch this one in OBTV. Hopefully next week I'll be able to get a movie back on Bacon Bits for the Friday night movie. But, you know, we're going to do it regardless. You know, it'll probably be a smaller crowd than we would have gotten over on Bacon Bits. Because, man, we've been having good turnout over there for a small second channel. Especially the Friday night movie with Slave Girls from Beyond Infinity. We had like over 100 people watching. Same thing with the Grindhouse last week, which I was a little worried because we were doing so well having the Grindhouse back on the main channel where it started. And there was like 300 or 400 people watching. And then I moved it back over to Bacon Bits because that's really where it's supposed to be. I'd moved it over there months ago. And that's where it's supposed to be now. And I was like, oh man, this is going to be like 50 people. And we had like 150, you know, we had like a really good crowd. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting the movies back there next week. But for now, that's what we're going to have to do for this. All right, guys. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind and keep an eye out on the VC, or, you know, you can go ahead and join and sit in there and wait. Whatever you want to do, but we'll start that at about midnight Eastern Standard Time, which is little less than 45 minutes from now. Okay, channel surfing. I did this out of habit. I put this slide in here because I always talk about channel surfing in news and updates, but I've already announced that every channel surfing this month is Halloween themed. So I don't think that this is really, I'm not really going to spend any time on this. I think you guys already know we're doing Halloween stuff in channel surfing all month long, and that, you know, that hasn't changed. So if you tuned in to this one that we had day before yesterday, it was a really fun kickoff to Spooky Month. If there was something that maybe you wanted to send in and weren't able to, or you weren't able to attend and you want to get a clip in next time, you got all month long. So don't worry about that. So Halloween stuff, again, this next channel surfing coming up on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, now, make sure you got your wrangle devices tuned up in tip-top shape. I'm talking about those lassos, those net launching tanks, those wrist-mounted grappling hooks, or if you want to be like Skeletor and use a magic wrangle beam, just don't use the Uggo beam, okay? Skeletor went a little too far. He used the Uggo beam. What do we call it? The wall beam. Yeah, don't go that far, okay? That's why you gotta, you know, maybe Skeletor wasn't keeping his wrangle devices tuned up, and, you know, maybe it got a little out of hand, you know? He used the wall spell. Don't want to do that. So make sure you got them all tuned and tip-top condition, because it's time for everybody's favorite segment of the week, the Waifu Roundup. We're going to be seeing how much we have supported the war effort, okay? We are supporting the war effort here, waging a war on the woke, keeping those classic beauty standards alive, appreciating our classic waifus and all the joy they brought us throughout the years. And we're keeping that alive here each and every week with new exclusive artwork from our official artists here on the Orbital Station. We've got Master Krakken. We've got Master Godai, a.k.a. Mr. Two Scoops. We got Ace of Spades 88. And we even have some guest artists that show up frequently like Odacat and Coco artists. All right, so we're going to get into that. Let's check the meter here. Let's get the other waifu out of the way. There we go. Let's check the meter and see how many waifus are getting wrangled tonight. Hit the music. Let's go. Oh, it's on the way. That's one. We got one waifu. Stack it up. You know they go whack for the stack. That's two. That's three, and it's not stopping. Let's fucking go. That's four. These waifus go whack for the stack. That's five. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. That's six. Holy shit. And it's just now slowing down. Halfway there, living on a prayer to waifu number 7. Can we hit it? Stand up. Be counted.
Let's go. I will wrangle Nocturna. All who try to stop me will be doomed by my Zoomerang.
Zoomerangs to the death. Let's go, Kenzo. Anytime. I've been practicing with my Zoomerangs. Let's fucking go. Thank you, Kenzo Creation, for that ticket to ride on the BOOGA train. So we are halfway there, living on a prayer to waifu number 7. But in the meantime, we got 6 waifus to wrangle. Let's get into it. So these first couple, because we did have a couple left over from last week that I promised would be in the roundup this week, because one of them in particular was requested. This first one, in fact, was requested by T-Bone, the Bard, okay? He was a previous stream boss and requested this waifu get the pinup treatment, and we didn't unlock her before October. So even though it's, you know, supposed to be costumes and stuff, it kind of is. It still kind of is, right? But we'll get into the official costumes very soon, because I wanted to make sure that those leftover, I hate calling them leftover. It makes it sound like nobody wanted them. But the waifus that we didn't get to last week that I promised would be in the lineup this week, want to make sure we get to them first, and then we'll get into the costume waifus, all right? So this first one is going to be pretty difficult for anybody to guess just based on the silhouette. In fact, if anything, the silhouette's going to make you guess like completely wrong, like Janna of the Jungle or something. And while it totally does look like her, it is actually the Bikini Babe from G.I. Joe. There's actually a super chat pop up.
Scanners on.
Magnificent. Look at the size of that thing.
I don't think this will bring us to the next waifu, but let's try number 7.
Let's go, Chester Stevens. Look at the size of that dono. Look at that health bar breaking the 200 mark. Holy shit. Chester Stevens breaking through the atmosphere in the 200 mark. Whoa, buddy. Thank you for the massive support tonight, man. Both you and Wiss. I know it was like a team effort. At first, it was a stream boss battle, but then you joined forces. It was a swerve, like when Hulk Hogan came out and then he turned out to be the third member of the NWO. Swerved us. Whoa. So let's go. Thank you, Chester Stevens and Wiss, getting us massive support tonight, and everybody else who has participated and supported the channel tonight. Massive support from the Baconeers. You guys are insanely generous. And yeah, we've got almost 7. We're like probably in sliver country at this point, or very close to, like probably like 3/4 of the way. I'll bring the meter back up in a second here. Probably pretty close to sliver country to get that 7th waifu. But yeah, if you guys remember the Bikini Babe from G.I. Joe, you guys remember the Bikini Babe? There's a pop-up. There's a super chat pop-up where she's running down the beach to danger zone because she's running right towards the military, and she's got that little green bikini on. So this is still green, but jungle green, okay? We're going full jungle mode, so it's still kind of an outfit. There it is.
This one.
That's the one right there. That's the waifu featured in this pinup right here, courtesy of Master Krakken. And look at little Bulbasaur down there trying to wrangle her. What's going on? He's trying to wrangle and tangle with those vines. Do you see that? You see Bulbasaur trying to wrangle and tangle. Little Baconeer Bulbasaur down there trying to wrangle and tangle with those vines. So yeah, we've got the Bikini Babe, the Beach Babe. However, I know she had a name. I know that she had an actual name because she was kind of like a one-off main character in that episode, never to be seen again. But in that episode, she was like a main character. But yeah, I know she had it, but we just call her the Beach Babe or the Bikini Babe. And so she's gone full jungle mode here. Inspiration from Janna of the jungle. She's ready to do a little. Reluctant with 10 big Bison Bucks.
Wah ha 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 ha.
Oh, Kitty, you know what? That was actually a kind of a scary, evil laugh. Just how deadpan he was. Wah ha 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 ha. Like, well, what do you know, Kitty? What do you know? What do you know that we don't? Okay, how much Zook are you on? We already know you're playing 4D chess. You're 3 steps ahead of us. What do you really know that we don't know? That laugh, that was wicked. Whoa, buddy. Let's go. Thank you, Reluctant, for the 10 big Bison Bucks right there. So, yeah, we've got little Baconeer Bulbasaur trying to wrangle and tangle the Beach Bikini Babe and his vines right there. Courtesy of Master Krakken. T-Bone, hopefully you approve. Do you approve, T-Bone? Do you approve, T-Bone? Because this one was for you, buddy. All right, next up, we got a waifu that we saw this past Saturday. In fact, she was the recipient of the waifu bomb. All right, she wasn't the one doing the waifu bomb. We'll get to her next. But this was the recipient of the waifu bomb. Do you remember who was in there? There's people in there. They're in there. Who was it? Who was it? Who was in there? Ron McChaos got it. That's right. It's Catra. Catra Funk. She's in there. They're in there. What's so great about that? I love that waifu bomb meme, dude. It's so classic. It's so good. So yeah, we've got the recipient of the waifu bomb. She was in there. Catra rocking an Emma Frost inspired outfit right here. The weather is actually starting to cool off a bit. It still gets a little warm during the day. Oh, we're double bumping. Hold on.
Double hug, double hugging, double bump. Double bumpin'.
We all win at the end of the night. Bring on the waifus.
That's right, Wiz. That's a great way to look at it. That's a great way to look at it. Yeah, in the end, we all win. That's right. We all wrangle. We all wrangle in the end. Let's go. Double bumping. So yeah, we've got, because the weather is finally cooling off at night. I actually have to turn off the AC, even, bundle up a little bit. I had to get out the hoodie. Not quite cool enough to turn on the heat just yet, but, get a hoodie. bundle up a little bit, right? So it's time for some of that Emma Frost inspired, you know, she's got like the fur collar there, the cape, the old school Emma Frost, you know, when she had the White Queen in the Hellfire Club and it was basically just lingerie, right? Old school Emma Frost, kind of an inspiration from that, but Catra style. So she still has the purple cape, still has the orange color scheme on her outfit. So we've got Catra, recipient of the waifu bomb, double bumping. All right, we got double bumping Catra right here, taking that bump. That's actually you know, another wrestling term, right? Like the waifu Monday, like Monday Nitro. So taking a bump in wrestling, it means like when you take the hit, when you fall, right? You take the move or the hit, whatever it is. That's a bump. So double bumping because she took the waifu bomb. Double bumping. Let's go. This one courtesy of Odacat. And yeah, man, I love the She-Ra characters in just about anything. But yeah, they're really good outfits lately. Really good outfits. And we're just getting started. We're just getting started, okay? Now, next up, that's waifu number 2. All right, so next up, now we have the giver of the waifu bomb. Although this is going to be a little bit of a reference here, okay? Might have gone, I don't know. Nah, actually, I'm not even worried about it. I think you guys are going to love it. So who is it? You got to say it right, though. You can't just say your name. You got to announce it. There you go. Taverns pulled it. Yeah, because I see some people, is it She-Ra? Is it She-Ra? No, it's Ich bin She-Ra, okay? Ich bin She-Ra. Let's fucking go. Ich bin She-Ra. This one courtesy of Master Godai, aka Mr. Two Scoops. He gets that nickname, earning it. B. Duggan with a visit from the Gyat Fairy. Let's go.
Hells yeah.
Hells yeah. Thank you, man, for that visit from the Gyat Fairy. Appreciate you, B. Duggan. So yeah, this, you know, earning his nickname because he takes the original recipe, the default design, and he adds 2 scoops, right? So you get a little extra thighs because those thick thighs save lives, or in this case, they might end them because Ich bin She-Ra does the waifu bomb. All right, she's doing the waifu bomb. It's based She-Ra. There you go, Lynch 85. Yeah. You got it. It's Ich bin She-Ra. Ich bin based She-Ra. Okay, it's based She-Ra. Let's fucking go. Now, this is actually inspired by Esdeath. Esdeath from Agame Kakil. I'm really bad with the anime that just keeps the Japanese name and doesn't make any sort of English translation. I think it's called Agame ga Kill, something like that. It's not Kill a Kill. It's like Agame ga Kill. I don't know. I might be mispronouncing that, but the character's name is Esdeath. So it's based on that, but I believe She-Ra wears it even better because we all know She-Ra is based. She's our Aryan princess. And so we have based She-Ra, Ich bin She-Ra. And that's why, you know, we get the meme every time I play an episode of She-Ra. We have the German intro because it's just so good. She sounds so much better. So there we go. Courtesy of Master Godai, based She-Ra. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. She-Ra, the she-wolf of Etheria. Yeah, there you go. She-Ra, the wolf of Etheria. All right. So that's waifu number 3. Waifu number 3. Let's fucking go. Next up. All right. This one might be a little difficult because there are a couple of things you have to look real closely. There are a couple of things in the silhouette that should be able to inform you who the character is. And even the outfit, okay? Even this, there's a really obvious thing, in fact, in the silhouette that should give the outfit. Yeah, so I see Crossfire. Crossfire! You'll get caught up in the crossfire! Has guessed the Slave Leia outfit. But I see you guys are getting thrown off thinking that it's Tess or that it's Lady J because you're only looking at the hair. You got to take a closer look. Don't get fooled by the hair. Don't get me wrong. I understand why that would make you think it's Tess or Lady J. But you got to look elsewhere. There's another clue. Very, very minuscule clue. And I'll tell you this. It's a waifu that we can't watch on the YouTube channel because the show gets blocked. But we have seen a version of her, not this particular, but a version of her in the OBTV watch party. And I do have this version, or at least the show where this version is from, as something that we'll watch in the future. There you go, Whis. Whis, one of the stream bosses. Good eye, man. Good eye. He got, yeah, you see the claws? You see that? Yeah, Eric Rayner says claws. Some Thundercats. Whis says Chitara in the Slave Girl. That's right. 80s Chitara. So we've watched the 2011 remake of Thundercats, and I love that Chitara too, but we got to show the 80s one some love. And now that it's Halloween, we got to get her in a Slave Leia costume, one of the most all-time popular waifu outfits, even in real life. Even in real life, this is what we all want our waifus to wear. Okay, so we've got the Slave Leia outfit, custom made for Chitara, you know, her own color scheme there to match her outfit. Might not be, might be a size or two too small, but nobody's complaining. But it comes with its own collar and chain, so I'd say that's a bonus. Okay, I'd say that's a bonus. So yeah, we've got the 80s Chitara here, the original as the Slave Leia outfit. Like I said, one of the all-time top outfits ever for any Halloween, anything really. It's year round, anytime. I don't think anybody would ever refuse a waifu wearing this outfit, right? So Rusty Heckler says, wait, you let your waifus have clothes? What is this concept? What a foreign concept. All right. So yeah, good stuff though, man. The artists are knocking it out of the park this week. Now, so that's waifu number 4. Okay, so next up is waifu number 5, right? Are we up to number 5? And this one is a bonus. And I didn't even, I'd planned. Whoa.
If you dig the German aesthetic, check out Saga of Tanya the Evil.
Will do. I do dig the German aesthetic. Thank you.
Yes! Yes!
B. Duggan with 10 big Bison Bucks.
Let's fucking go. Thank you, Bacon Lord of the Waifu.
You're very welcome. Thank you for the big support, man. Can't do it without you guys. It's a team effort, okay? All of us together. That's why I say it's the best community on YouTube, because all of us together make this what it is, and we're just having fun. That's what it's all about, man. It's after a long week of work, whatever you got going on during the week, you want to be able to unwind with some buddies and just laugh, have a good time. And that's what it's all about. We're just having some laughs, enjoying the memes, enjoying the waifus. It's scientifically proven that beautiful women raise your spirits. Like looking at a beautiful woman raises your mood. Raises a few things, probably.
Is it wrong to be about chubby elf?
Sorry, I didn't mean, Wiz, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk over your super chat there. I was on a roll of bad jokes. Is it wrong to be about chubby elf? Is that a show? I feel like that's a show because you like capitalize it and everything. Sounds like that, or maybe it's like the name of a character. Chubby elf, the character, like the official. I don't know. So no, whatever you like, buddy. Whatever you like. Acquisition equals wrangle. That's right. That's a fancy word. Acquisition is a fancy word for wrangle. Okay. So, all right. So I was going to do this one anyway as a 2-for-1, but I feel like it has been more than earned tonight. Okay. So waifu number 5 is actually a 2-fer. Okay. This still only counts as number 5. We still are going to go to number 6, and I'm pretty sure we've unlocked number 7 at this point. But this one is just number 5, but you get a bonus 2-for-1, 2 waifus for the price of 1. And the hair should make it pretty obvious. Now, you may not be able to guess who they're dressed as. That's a little more on the difficult side. But I feel like you should be able to guess who it is. That's right. That's right. You guys got it.
It's called plus-sized elf, if you like the thickness.
Ah, okay. So it is a show. It is a show. Because I was like, it sounds vaguely familiar. I think I've seen like advertisements or like memes or whatever posted around. So, yeah. All right. Thank you, man. Thank you for the info. And the ticket to ride on the BOOGA train. Thank you for the dono. All right. Yeah, you guys got it. The lovely angels, Kay and Yuri. Do you want to try and guess who they're dressed as? Like, I know that you will know the characters once you see them. Like, once you see them and I tell you who they are, you'll go, oh, yeah. But is a silhouette giving anything away?
Yes! Yes!
Loki Thorson with 10 big Bison Bucks.
Some Bison Bucks towards getting Tila to deliver her. I mean my birthday cake next week.
Let's go. Thank you. Thank you so much, Loki Thorson. Tavern's Pool. Holy shit. Look at that, man. Tavern's Pool got it. They are dressed as Panty and Stocking. That's right. We've got Kay and Yuri, the lovely angels, a.k.a. the dirty pair, dressed as another dirty pair. The Panty and Stocking. Let's go. So we've got Kay as Panty and Yuri as Stocking. Holy shit. I didn't think anybody would guess that. I knew that you guys would recognize it once you saw them, but I didn't think anybody would guess it beforehand. That's fucking awesome. So yeah. And I think they fit it well. Like the personality and everything too, right? Like not only do they fit the outfits well, but I think they fit the personality too, right? Although, well, the outfits, I don't know, maybe Panty's dress is a little small on Kay. Who knows? I don't think anybody's complaining. But yeah, Yuri is Stocking. That's like perfect. I mean, shit, Kay is Panty. That's actually pretty perfect too. I think that's like one of the best costume mashups that we've had. Really good stuff. Yeah, it's the hem of her dress. That's what I figured would give it away, is the of Stocking's dress. That hem is like very unique. So I figured, yeah. So there we go. Kay and Yuri as Panty and Stocking. Hell yeah. And that's just number 5. We've got 2 more to go at least. I'm going to have to check the meter again. We might be at number 8. Who knows? But let's go on to the next one here. Number 6. Waifu number 6. Are you guys ready? Now, if Kay and Yuri are dressed as Panty and Stocking, what did they do with their outfits? Did they just leave them at home? Do you think some other waifus came by and swiped them? I'm thinking some other waifus might have come by and swiped their outfits, you know? You gotta, I said earlier, these waifus are wascally, okay? Wascally waifus. So you gotta be careful with your stuff. If you, especially during Halloween, you're swapping out for other costumes, you gotta keep an eye on your original gear, okay? Because it might get abducted. As such is the case here. We've got a waifu. I don't know if you'll be able to guess this one. I don't think the silhouette really gives it away in any regard as who the waifu or who she's dressed as. But it's a nice segue here, because from Kay and Yuri dressed as Panty and Stocking, well, their outfits were left unattended. Their original outfits were left unattended. The Tavern's Pool says Kay's out. Funny you should say that. Funny you should say Kay's out, because we've got Starfire dressed as Kay, except she's a little larger than Kay. You know, can't quite fit in the outfit, so the K's are out. The K.O. YAMS out.
Boobs.
K.O. K's out. Because we got Starfire dressed as Kay, at least as best as she can. All right, she tried. Like I said, it wasn't like a store-bought outfit, you know, tailored to her size or anything. She actually swiped it from Kay while Kay and Yuri were dressed as Panty and Stocking. She swiped it. She's like, yeah, I'm just going to go. She doesn't, you know, Starfire. If you know, you know. Starfire doesn't really care. You know, she doesn't really care. She's just like, oh, I like the color. You know, it's a nice shade of green. She's on Team K because they're both orange. She probably thinks Kay is a Tamaranian, even though she's not, but Starfire's little regarded, and we don't hold that against her. We actually love her for it, okay? So she probably thinks that Kay is Tamaranian, so that's her favorite. Starfire is on Team K for life, just like me, and I'm on Team Starfire for life too. So it's a perfect match. Perfect match, okay? Next up, let's make sure. I'm sure we are, but I'm going to go ahead and refresh it just to see where we are actually, because we might have number 8, but we have number 7. I know that. Yes, we have number 7. Let me refresh the meter here. We have gotten, bam, number 7, and we are halfway there, living on a prayer to number 8, but let's go ahead and reveal number 7. This one should be pretty easy. Because if we have Starfire as Kay, who's going to be Yuri? If Starfire is Kay, who's going to be Yuri? Because they went ahead and just swiped both. I want to say in my head canon, it was Starfire who swiped both outfits, and then just made Raven wear the next one. Stealth check. Failed. Stealth check. Failed. Epic fail. Holy shit. It's just like, you know how sometimes Yuri comes close to passing the stealth check? You know, you're out on the edge of your seat like, whoa, is she going to make it? Is she going to make it? And then at the end, she pops up. Raven is Yuri? Not even close. Not even close.
Booty!
She is failing that stealth check epically with flying colors. Okay, I know you normally you pass with flying colors, but like really we want the waifus to fail the stealth check, right? We want them to fail. So she is failing that stealth check with flying colors. So once again, took their outfits. They're not store-bought, they're not custom tailored or anything like that. They grabbed them and just had to put them on and hope they fit as best they can. Starfire couldn't even get hers, buttoned up, and Raven's just got too much cake. If there is such a thing. I don't know if there is such a thing. But there you go. There you go. So that is waifu number 7. Waifu number 7. Let's fucking go. Oh, buddy.
Imagine Raven is dancing like this.
Exactly. There you go. There you go. Although Starfire wouldn't be looking at her like concerned, like, hey, Starfire would be like, oh, I want to dance too. She'd be getting in on it, All right. Well, that is all we unlocked, although we are a little over halfway there to the next one. I'll show you the silhouette. This next one, it's, man, there's nothing really to give anything away. Maybe. I don't know. That's a very distinct shape of hair. Like if you're really familiar with the character, like you just know her. Yeah, see, oh my goodness. Tavern's Pole and Ron McChaos. See, yeah, I was about to say, I think there are some Baconeers that have seen this waifu enough to where they know that shape of hair. That's right. It's Charlie Girl. It's Charlie Girl, but we can't unveil her yet. We are just a little less than halfway there, so we might have to save her for next week. But that's okay. We'll save her for next week because you guys have already been insanely generous. And we got some really good waifus wrangled tonight. We got Raven dressed as Yuri from the Dirty Pair. Straight up stole her outfit. The top fits, the bottoms, not so much. Raven is known for her bodacious booty after all. We've got Starfire dressed as Kay, which kind of has the opposite problem. She's able to get the bottoms on fine, but the top doesn't fit quite so much, but that's okay. Kay is her favorite.
Thunder! Thundercats!
Let's stack it up and fix a mistake.
There we go. Now she failed the stealth check. There's Chitara failing that stealth check, and we are in sliver country. I mean a tiny sliver. We are just almost there. We can't stop here. This is sliver country. We got to get Charlie Girl. But real quick, I'll keep reviewing these just to do finish the rundown here. So we had Starfire as Kay, Raven as Yuri. We've got the Dirty Pair, since they left their costumes unattended. They're dressed as Panty and Stocking. They don't even know what happened.
We can get to the next level.
Oh, we did. We made it. You put us in sliver country to the next one, in fact. Thank you. Whis +1. Whis +1? What is that? Is that a new character? What is that? That didn't go to your... I wonder if that would have toppled Chester Stevens. It doesn't... You're both stream bosses, so it doesn't matter. But thank you. All right, well, that unlocked the next one. Okay. Well, then, but here, before I go too far away, reviewing the ones we unlocked, let's get Charlie Girl here. And she may not be in a Halloween costume. I will make a little disclaimer here. She may not be in a Halloween costume. That's because she's just not ready yet to let summer go. Okay, you can see she's holding a can of root beer there. Hopefully you can tell that she's holding a can of root beer there. And that's because she's just not ready to let summer go. So we've got Charlie Girl in her tiny bikini. I don't know if she rocked one this summer. We saw her. She was kind of locked up. She was locked up all summer long. If you guys remember in the cartoon, not just in like the waifu roundup, but in the cartoon, she was locked up in like all the episodes we watched. So, and in the waifu roundup, the art reflected that. So she kind of spent the summer behind bars, and we eventually did get her in the tiny overalls to kick off the fall season. But she's like, wait just a second, hold the phone. I'm not letting summer go by without being able to rock a bikini. You know, Charlie does rock a couple of bathing suits throughout the series. There's like a few different episodes where she's rocking a bathing suit, right? So we know she likes to go to the beach. We know she likes swimming, you know, so we got to get her in a tiny bikini. Summer would not be complete, even if it's already over. It wouldn't be complete without Charlie Girl, one of the top waifus, might I add. She is one of the all-time top waifus here on the station. She's basically like waifu royalty here. So yeah, we can't let summer go by without getting her in a tiny bikini. And I think that was worth it too, right? You know, you guys push for it, getting that one more goal there, one more meter stacked up. I think that was worth it, right? We made it. We made it. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. All right, man. You guys did awesome tonight. Thank you so much for the massive support. We got Charlie Girl in her tiny bikini with the root beer. She's not ready to let summer in. Not just yet. We got Raven as Yuri from the Dirty Pair. We got Starfire as Kay from the Dirty Pair because she thinks Kay's a Tamaranian like her. They're both orange. Orange girl supremacy. Let's go. We've got Kay and Yuri as Panty and Stocking. They're ready. Okay. They got, I wonder if they stole their outfits. Where's Panty and Stocking? Now we're going to have to see what Panty and Stocking are up to. It's just, you know, it's like a chain reaction. It's just going to keep happening. We've got Chitara in her Slave Leia costume, one of the greatest costumes of all time for any waifu, even in real life. Then we've got 80s Chitara, another top waifu. A shame that we can't play Thundercats on the channel, but I know that we all know and love Chitara. I don't think anybody doesn't know who she is, right? And then we've got Ik Bin Shira, based Shira. Let's go, courtesy of Master Godai, earning that nickname of Mr. Two Scoops. Let's fucking go. And then we've got Katra, recipient of the waifu bomb. She's double bumping for the waifu bomb. Let's go. In an Emma Frost inspired outfit. You know, she put her own spin on it, color scheme and little alterations. It's even skimpier than Emma Frost's outfit, in fact. But hey, we're not going to falter for that. She's looking good. And then last but certainly not least, we've got the Bikini Babe, the Beach Babe, whatever her name was from that episode of G.I. Joe where she's just running down the beach. She's got a couple different outfits, but this was the most memorable one. It's a shame she only shows up in that one episode, getting wrangled and tangled by little bacon ear Bulbasaur down there. Let's fucking go. So yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good waifu roundup. Plenty of waifus to wrangle. They all need a home. Somebody get them in your stable, okay? And thank you to each and every one of you for donating tonight. Both Chester Stevens and Wiss, you guys both get the title of Stream Boss tonight because you guys, I mean, insane generosity. I really appreciate it. And thank you to everybody who chipped in tonight. Ron McChaos, Taverns Pull, Loki Thorson, Bloodwork, B. Duggan, Reluctant, Kenzo's Creations, Reverb 154, T-Bone, Tony T-Bone, Duo Maxwell. Let's see who else. I want to make sure we shout everybody out. Thank you guys. Let's see. We had Mavericat, Commies Are Not People, Zentron, Kakarot, Token Robot, Rex Rude 99. Let's see. We had Wolvie. We had, did I say Zentron? Hopefully I got Zentron there. Let's see. Crossfire. I think I might have got everybody. Loki Thorson, Bloodwork. Yeah, I think I shouted them out. I think we got everyone. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. If I did, I apologize. But thank you to everybody who chipped in tonight. You know, the waifus go whack for the stack. And you certainly drove them wild tonight. That's for sure. And thank you to each and every one of you for hanging out tonight. Okay, your time is valuable, so I appreciate you making it all the way to the end. Please like up the stream if you enjoyed the madness tonight. We're going to be running wild with Costume Mania. You know, it's still Waifu Mania, but they're just going to be in costumes. For tomorrow morning, Saturday morning lineup, volume 121, Halloween edition. Hopefully I'll see you guys there at 9 a.m. And if you're in the mood to stay up a little bit later and zook out with the bacon ears, head over to the Discord because starting in just about 10 minutes, maybe a little less, we're going to fire up the Sorceress from 1987. Swords, sorceries, magic, and boobs. You know, can't play it on YouTube. All right. So it's going to be a good time, guys. You all are awesome. Thank you so much. Stay awesome. Stay based. God bless you all. Let me leave you now with a moment of Zook. It's so good. Love that cheese. All right, guys, that's the show. Y'all have a great one. Remember, till next time.
Until all is one.
Yes, until all is one.
Thank you for visiting me. It's been real.
Tomorrow.
Goodbye, nega ninjas.
She's simply awesome. She touched by me in painted on jeans. And all had turned 'cause she was the cream. In the blink of an eye, I knew her number and her name. Yeah. She said I was the tiger she wanted to tame. Caribbean queen, now we're sharing the same dream. And our hearts, they're beating one. No more love on the run. I lose my cool when she steps in the room. And I get so excited just from her perfume. Electric eyes that you can't ignore. And passion burns you like never